for you or on your behalf. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Also, you have to go over and get printed and photographed at the Brownstown Police Department no later than today at 1 o'clock. Okay, so I'm filling out that order. I'm filling out your bond sheet. I'm going to give you a defense lawyer to speak with you, and then your defense lawyer will go in and speak with the prosecutor on your behalf. Do you have any questions? Pardon?
Nothing. No.
All right, so you can go out in the hallway. My court officer will bring the file to the defense lawyer, okay? John. Let me take this one to the defense lawyer. Tell them I've already arraigned them. They should be able to tell. They're there. Okay. Bradley. Cody Bradley? Do you have
You already
Cody
called that
Bradley
one,
out?
Judge.
What's that?
You already called that one. He asked for an attorney.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Jeez. Thank you. I thought so. My mistake. Thank you. Here's one you can take to the lawyer. All right. Can we have Cook? McKaylee Cook, McKaylee Marie Ann Cook, 25B 149846. A and B, can I have Shamari and Christopher seated at the table? Ma'am, your name? Ma'am, your name? McKaylee what? You're charged with driving on a suspended license and no proof of insurance. You have the right to an attorney. Would you like one?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You want a lawyer? I can't hear you. Okay, well, that's good. You tell your lawyer that, okay? All right, you can go out in the hallway, okay? And he'll set you up with a lawyer. Just be patient. Christopher, Shamarian Dwayne Christopher, 25B1497009 A and B. Good morning, your name? You're charged with driving on a suspended and failure to stop assured clear distance. Do you have the right to an attorney? Would you like one?
Yes.
Okay. You can go right out in the hallway. You'll talk to your lawyer will talk to the prosecutor, then you'll come in front of me. Darian Max. Darian Marquise Max, 25B149358 A and B. Is the interpreter here on this one yet? Vajegas, Herrera, do you know Lisa?
They're both on Zoom.
Oh, okay,
The
good.
defendant's in custody.
Okay, your name.
Darian Max.
So you're going to plead you're going to plead guilty to the added count of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. You're charged with driving while license expired, which is a 2-point charge. If you plead to this added count, that's what is essentially a reduced charge in the sense that it's 0 points and it won't go on your record. It is punishable by up to 500 fines, 90 days jail, costs, or all those. Do you understand that?
Yes.
If you plead to that, the prosecutor is going to move to dismiss the drive while license expired, as well as the disobey stop sign. You understand that?
Yes, I do.
Did you sign the advice of rights form and read it and understand it?
Yes.
If you plead guilty, you will be giving up all those rights and there will not be a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
All right. You have the right to a lawyer. Do you still wish to waive your right to a lawyer?
Yes.
To the charge allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Were you operating a motor vehicle on October 13 of 25 on a Mills Road near Telegraph in Brownstown Township at 8:20 in the morning?
Yes.
Did you allow somebody to drive that was unlicensed, and was that you?
Yes.
Your license was expired, correct?
Correct.
And you obtained a valid temporary permit, and you have a road test scheduled, right?
Yes, I do.
When is that?
December 18th.
Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Anybody forced you to plead guilty?
No.
All right, please accept it. allowing unlicensed driver to drive pursuant to agreement. I'm going to go ahead and dismiss the driver license expired and the disobeyed traffic signal. I'm going to ask you if you have anything to say before I sentence.
No, I'm not, Sergeant.
100 fines, 120 costs, 75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment, 345 or 60 days. You can go down the hall and pay that and you're all set.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, you have a bond too, by the way, of $145, it looks like, that will apply. Yes, okay? Good luck.
Thank you.
Johnny Vajegas Herrera, 25B1497108 and B and C. Do I have Vajegas Herrera on Zoom as well as Shalonda? Yes. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm doing well.
Your name?
Shalonda Heisley, Heisley.
Okay. All right. So wait right there, sir. Unmute. Raise your right hand, Ms. Heisley. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will make a true and accurate translation between the court and the defendant?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, can you tell me your name, please?
Señor, favor de prender su micrófono y decir su nombre.
Tell him he needs to unmute. There you go. What is your name?
Herrera.
Su nombre otra vez.
Johnny Villegas.
All right. You are charged with drive while unlicensed,
Usted tiene el cargo de manejar sin licencia,
unauthorized or improper use of lights,
el uso de los luces inapropiadas de
and
vehículo
improper turn.
y también doblar una esquina de manera impropiada.
You have the right to a lawyer.
Usted tiene derecho a un abogado.
I'll be happy to give you one right now if you would like one.
Nosotros nos da el placer de nombrarle un abogado en este momento si le gustaría tener uno.
Would you like a lawyer?
¿Le gustaría tener un abogado?
Sí.
Yes.
All right. John, I'm going to go ahead and give you I'm going to give you a lawyer, sir. Is this the only one you're on today, Ms. Heisley?
No, sir. I have a second one at 10 a.m.
Okay. John,
Yep.
why don't you see if he can't expedite this, whoever a court appointed is, because we got this interpreter here. So I'm going to give the interpreter, I'm going to give the defense lawyer the file. We're going to give the defense lawyer the file.
Entonces vamos a pasar su archivo al abogado defensor.
And then we will put you and the interpreter and your lawyer in a breakout.
Entonces nos van a poner en un cuarto privado pequeño con nosotros y también el abogado.
Then the prosecutor will speak with your lawyer.
Entonces el fiscal va a hablar con el abogado de usted.
And either way, you're coming back in front of me today by Zoom, okay?
Y entonces al final va a presentarse delante de mí otra vez en Zoom.
Do you understand all that?
¿Entiende todo eso?
Sí.
Yes.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
Gracias.
They'll be with you as soon as we can get them the file and they can try to expedite this one.
Vamos a regresar con usted lo más rápido posible.
Thank you very much, Ms. Heisley. I appreciate your help as always.
My pleasure. See you in a moment.
All right, so do we have, who's our lawyer today?
Paul, when I gave,
Okay,
Paul, yeah. So what are we here for? What are you here for?
what is your name, sir?
Are you here for?
Jonathan Samples.
Good morning, Ms. Foley Carter.
I think the ordinance enforcement officer here for the Jackson Fair, please.
He doesn't start till noon.
He's not here, so I was just wondering if I should let him go.
Mr. Farrell didn't show up? Nice.
Mr. Haynes is here for him also on Zoom.
For Mr. Farrell,
Yeah,
what time was that scheduled? 8:30, wasn't it?
yes.
Yeah, can you ask Mr. Haynes to come in? We have the file. I'll put it on record and I'll issue a warrant. I'm shocked.
Lisa is, he's out.
He's on Zoom.
Okay, so the Jackson Farrell case, when you get a chance. Sometimes you can tell who's gonna do these kind of things in the very beginning. How you doing, Mr. Haynes?
I'm well, Judge. How are you?
Good, thanks. This one's shocking. Well, yeah. Just ask him to come in a couple minutes. I'm going to call this other one. They're getting Farrell together. Jonathan David Samuels, 25I-415-217 A and B. Come on up to the podium, sir.
Right to the podium there.
Is Groseville Township here today? They are. Can you call in the township attorney real quick, please? Good morning. Tell me your name, please. Okay, so you're charged with no insurance, which they charged as a misdemeanor, which they can't. And driving an unregistered vehicle, they charged it as a 1-year misdemeanor. They either have to go under state law. Listen. They either have to go under state law to charge a 1-year misdemeanor. So I'm going to point that out to the prosecutor when the prosecutor comes in. You have the right to a lawyer. I'll be happy to give you one, but I wanted to point that out to you before I ask you that question. So would you like a lawyer?
Yes, sir. But the officer at the time scratched off the insurance and said they weren't gonna have that because I had the proof of insurance.
He wrote a ticket for it.
Right, and
You can talk to the prosecutor about it, but he's got, please listen,
I'm sorry.
please listen. I have a file in front of me that says no insurance charged as a misdemeanor. I don't know what you're talking about when you're saying he scratched it off. It's here. He filed it. It's ready to go. I'm not quarreling with you. Maybe he threw it in the garbage. I don't know, but I'm just telling you, we have the ticket and we're going to process it. Okay? Counsel, your appearance, please. Counsel, your appearance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Matt Green on behalf of Groseville
So
Township.
you need to talk to the officer who issued the citation. They cannot issue a no insurance as a misdemeanor under local ordinance, unless you have a special ordinance that you've made it a misdemeanor for, unless you guys enacted one that made it a 90-day. He can't charge a 1-year misdemeanor. He cited state law. It's not under the motor vehicle code. And he's going to have to, so I just want to point out, the best they can do, unless they're going under state law, is to issue a citation for no proof of insurance. This gentleman wants a lawyer. John, we'll set him up with a lawyer. And then he's talking to me about the officer scratching it out, but I have the ticket, so we need to process it, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
You can't charge a 1-year misdemeanor under local ordinance. You guys don't have authority to charge a 1-year misdemeanor. So that's what I'll do. We'll give him a lawyer, but I want you to be aware of that, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you very much.
Judge,
Sir, yeah,
Mr. Farrell just showed up on Zoom.
nice. Let me call him in. So you're all set.
Thank you, Your Honor. Let's see.
Mr. Farrell, let me call Mr. Farrell. Jackson Farrell, 24B82280.
Sherwood Handspeth, Jackson Farrell.
This is
Farrell, your name?
Jackson Farrell.
Why were you so late coming in, sir?
We had difficulty with the laptop and I couldn't find the Zoom numbers.
All right, let me get Ms. Foley Carter. I need you in here, please. I was prepared to issue a warrant. You got to start earlier if you don't know how to use those appropriately. You got to be on time, okay?
Okay, I apologize.
Let me get Ms. Yeah, you got to be here on time. Your name? Your name?
Jackson Farrell.
Your name again, Mr. Haynes?
Sherwood Handspeth, Jackson Farrell.
So he just showed up on Zoom, says he couldn't get on, didn't know the ID numbers. I don't understand why people don't show up on time, but whatever, it happens every day. It's the system's fault, not theirs, because we tolerate it too much. I'm going to let everybody take their time. You can talk to Mr. Farrell. I didn't want the ordinance officer to leave. You just pointed out that Mr. Farrell wasn't here and I was going to issue a warrant. So I'm going to ask you to stay here, sir, while they collaborate, talk to each other. I'm saying, Mr. Haynes and Mr. Farrell. Yes, sir.
I had a chance to talk to Mr. Farrell already this morning, so I'm ready.
Okay. All right. Come on in, everybody. Make yourself comfortable. If you need to sit down, Ms. Foley Carter, I know you got that foot issue going on. I'll be happy to allow you to do that. Sir, you can sit too, if you want. What do you have to say? So let's just reiterate here. He was found guilty as charged for failure to clean the property and comply with all township ordinances by August 31 of 25. And I have had my discussions with Mr. Farrell and explained how important it was that he get this taken care of. So you went out there, sir?
Yes, went out yesterday.
And what did you find out, Mr. Harris?
The new dumpster there, with the property. I've actually, the garage, I don't know if it's falling apart or if they actually did something, but I took some pictures to bring it to the court. But it doesn't look any better. There's no change from, besides, like I said, the new dumpster there.
Mr. Haynes, what would you like to say?
Mr. Farrell tells me that the process has begun to take the structure down, but they're still in mid-process, and that's why it looks the way it does. He says he needs another 2 or 3 weeks to fully take the structure down. And again, I think the court might remember from the last time we were here, and I think we've been in front of you a couple times on this. Mr. Farrell's a disabled veteran. His sons were with him the last time he appeared, and it's actually going to be them who are doing the physical labor because he can't do it. And they said that they would. I don't know if they've appeared today, but.
It stayed due last time. Before anything started, they need to pull a permit. There's been no
They
permit.
haven't done anything. They've done nothing. Mr. Farrell,
Yes.
sometimes people force me to do things that I don't want to do. Now, hang on, don't interrupt me. I'm even willing to forgive and forget when people are disrespectful, and you fall into that category. Just because people have no respect for the system, which I have a really hard time believing in the case of somebody who was in the military, because to me, I put them front and center on my Mount Rushmore. I'm still going to treat you fair, but you're not allowing me to treat you fair. This was since September 29th. That is roughly 9 weeks. You came back in here when I told you to have this done on October the 16th. And I got an excuse of some kind, and he said, I'm going to adjourn it till then. Now, I'm not going to play games on this. Do you understand what I'm saying, sir? I'm just not going to play games, and I'm not going to hold your lack of decency toward the bench against you. But I am going to insist that you comply with orders. Your sons were there with you last time, at least one specifically, I remember, and I was assured this would be taken care of. Now, I'm going to adjourn this one more time. You're going to appear in person right after January. I'm going to make a note. If this is not completed by the date that I give you, when you come in here in person, and you are coming here in person, you're not appearing by Zoom. You will go to jail that day for at least 30 days. Okay? It's that simple. So nobody can say I haven't been fair with you. The township's been after you for the longest time. How long have they been after him to clean this property?
I think the citation date back to about 2001.
2001. Geez, oh, I'd love to have it. 2001, Mr. Haynes, we'd be in our 40s. So I'm just telling you, if I could take a set of jail keys and throw them through the Zoom here and hand them to you, that is what I would love to do, because I'm promising you, you hold your keys to your freedom in your hands. I don't want to hear that you can't get here. I don't want to hear that you have to do it by Zoom. You don't show up, there's going to be a big problem. You show up without doing it, I'm writing down at least 30 days. So you can take all your tongue-in-cheek comments to me from before, and you can either say, this judge isn't bad. This judge let me get disrespectful with him on multiple occasions. He's still trying to be fair with me. He took an oath. He recognizes that oath. He respects that oath. Or you can continue to be defiant. In which case, I'm telling you, you will go to jail for at least 30 days. And I'm not giving you a long time, and I don't care if we have snow blizzards that cover the tops of the houses down here. This is it. You haven't even pulled a permit. You haven't even pulled a permit. So I'm just telling you, don't call us and tell us you're sick. If you're in the hospital, that's one thing. Don't tell us you couldn't get a ride. Don't tell us there's too much snow on the road on your next scheduled date. If you have to take a boat here, or you have to take a helicopter here, or you have to get a hotel room for 4 nights until the snow clears, you do it. I'm sorry, I keep playing this game with them. It's my fault. I'm accepting responsibility. This won't go on, though. I'm promising you. And then when I write my book, I'm going to talk about how it just so happens that people just think they can ignore orders like this, Mr. Farrell. Give me a date about midway through January, Lisa. It's their last one.
Judge,
January.
I'm sorry.
I've got 2 dates on your probation violator docket. I've got January 6th and the 20th.
Those are not Brownstown days, Judge, if you're
Oh.
okay with that.
What Brownstown days do we have?
January 14th.
That's the only one in January?
No, there should be one more. Hold on. The
Well,
28th.
I think, can you make it here the 14th, or are you going to be in sunny Fort Myers?
Neither, Judge, but I'm at the 28th the other date, that one too. If we put it more around 11:30, I'd probably be able to.
On the 14th?
At 14th at 11:30, I should be able to make that
Yeah.
happen. Okay.
Fair enough?
Yes,
I'll
sir.
be on.
Enough?
I'll be on Zoom though, Judge. I know Mr.
That's
Farrell will be in person.
okay.
Okay.
That's all right. January 14th, 11:30, defendant to appear in person. 30 days minimum, if not complied with. That's it. I'll see you
Okay,
here
thank you,
on that
Judge.
date. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Mr. Farrell, don't tempt me. I don't threaten. Have a good day, sir, and be on time. Don't be late. I'm not waiting for you. Lucas Robert Wagner. 255-415-2870Y. Come on up here. Good morning. No, right there to the podium. You just start looking like you're,
My first time, Judge. I'm sorry.
all right, no problem. Tell me your name.
Just like
What were you doing?
being dumb. Just being dumb, hit a corner too quick. I stopped at a stop sign. Hit the corner, it was slippery and wet out, and my tires caught, and I hit the side of the curb and I had to go get new tires and everything, Judge.
All right. What are you doing with your life?
I own a landscaping business.
Okay.
I'm in high school and it's my last year and
You're a high school senior and you own a landscaping business?
yes, sir.
Jeez, you put a gold star on your forehead. If I had one over here, I'd come across the bench and give you one.
Thank you.
What are you going to do next year? The same thing?
Figure it out.
That's okay. You're going to plead to impeding. You got a clear record. That's what they're offering. To that charge, responsible or not responsible.
Responsible.
Do me a favor. Be careful, will you please?
Yes, sir.
You can't have a landscaping business if you don't have a valid license.
Especially if insurance is up,
All
Judge.
right, 195. Go down the hall. Don't let me see you in here again, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
Well, Elizondo, Damiano Fidel Elizondo, 25B14845A. Good morning.
Boys.
How are we doing today?
Oh, good.
Did you meet with a prosecutor here? Did you meet with the prosecutor today?
No,
Okay, this needs to go to the prosecutor. How long you been here?
since like 8:40.
Let me just do this. I'm gonna try to expedite this. This will be an easy one. Caitlin, can you come in here real quick, please? Some of these, you got so much going here. I'm sorry about
They were
this.
just brought in, license, the same, it's gonna be the same one for him.
Oh, okay, so
There's two of them, they just thought.
we're gonna, Ms. Foley Carter, your name? Sorry to keep bringing you in. This gentleman has HIDA and it looks like everything is in order. So I'm going to send you this back and you can fill out your motion to dismiss. And here's a notice of request for early discharge. And you can take a look at that and tell me whether or not on a stip form that you have an objection. These are two different cases. I'm going to just hand them to Sadie, who's going to give them to you. Okay. Thank you. All right, sir. You can go right out in the hall and she's going to call you momentarily, okay? Jesse Andrew Legaber,
Yes, sir.
25B149581A and B. How you doing?
Good. How are you, Barry?
Better than nothing. We notified the victim. Is there a Mohammed Nagy here? Is Mohammed Nagy here? We sent a victim's rights notice to Mohammed Nagy and to Cleverlon Nevels. Cleverlon Nevels. Are either one of them on Zoom, Lisa?
No, not on Zoom.
I'm sorry. And also a Candace or a Leona Tumanello. Either one of them on Zoom.
Nope.
All right, sir, I'm not sure why I've got this Chase account here, but at any rate, it says you paid $1,050.52. We'll talk about that in a moment. Today is the date scheduled for sentencing. You pled guilty to driving on a suspended license, and you went into default on the civil infraction earlier of distracted driving. So before we go on, I want to remind you, you have the right to a lawyer. I'll be happy to provide you with one at public expense if you cannot afford one. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Would you like a lawyer?
I've already spoken.
You spoke to a lawyer today.
Oh, Mr. Baldwin, he's here for sentencing as well.
Oh, Mr. Baldwin, I'm sorry. This is Mr. Baldwin's case. My apologies. My
Mr. Baldwin's
apologies.
in a breakout room with in
Right.
custody.
So you're going to have a seat right at the table, Dave, so I don't forget about you, okay? And we'll call this as soon as he comes in. And then this one's Mr. Baldwin's too with Eric Johnson. So I'm going to put both of those aside. Shanta Nicole Dawkins, come on up here, ma'am. 25I414933. Good morning. Your name? Okay, they couldn't offer you, they didn't offer you anything, right? Right?
No, they did not.
All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll, you want an informal then, right? Where, I'm gonna,
Talk to the both of them.
I'll tell you, I'll set aside the default judgment and we'll summon the officer to court. And the officer will testify and you can testify and you can bring in any witnesses you want and you can ask the officer questions if you'd like. And then I'll make a determination. So it's informal, just you and the officer. Is that what you want?
Yes, that would be good. And then I did.
I can't hear you very well.
Did see the video, but I do have to go back and see if they have the dash cam because it only shows the body camera pulled me over on a different street and not the actual part where I went.
I'm going to set an informal. I'm going to set aside the default judgment, Lisa. You can give me a hearing on my next. Do they have the 17th here?
Yes, the 17th at 9 o'clock.
At 9 a.m. Okay. So we'll go down, you go down the hall. I'm setting aside the default. And then you'll get your notice, which is December 17th. Okay. Best of luck. Have a nice day. What do you have?
Township of Rosio, the Serafini.
Did you talk to the prosecutor yet?
I did.
Okay. We don't have the file there, right?
I have it.
Oh, okay. Just give us a second. No, just give us a second.
Thank you.
All right. People against. Nicholas Ryan, Donald Serafini, 25I-415-194. How you doing there, counsel?
Well, Your Honor, how are you?
Real good. What's new?
Just another day.
All right. Your appearance?
Jacob Derrick on behalf of Nicholas Serafini.
All right. You're authorized hearing this plea. There's going to be a plea to impeding traffic, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
To that charge on behalf of the defendant, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
Okay, I'm going to accept the plea. I'm going to dismiss the speeding 150 and I'll just give the defendant a week to pay. Okay, December 10th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a great holiday.
You as well.
Take care.
Thank you.
All right, what else? I think, what do you have, sir?
Cosby?
Okay, did you, and you have a lawyer, right? Is Mr. Hart here, Lisa?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Your Honor, he told me he would appear at Zoom.
All right, so I think he had a car accident, Lisa, on something else came across my desk, so there was an adjournment.
His
So,
secretary
yeah.
said he would be Zooming in.
Okay. Okay, so as soon as he gets here, we'll put him in a breakout room with you and the prosecutor, all right, after he speaks to you. And how about you two folks in the back there? What are you hearing? I'm sorry, I can't hear it. Daling? Okay. Baldwin, okay. All right, well, I don't have anything else ready, I don't believe, so we're going to take a quick recess. Everybody can stay seated. As soon as something's ready, we'll come back. Stay seated, please.
In court, Richard also does not believe there's a conflict either in the district court rules or the cases decided thereon. To the extent that conflict does exist, given the waivers, the court will consent to hear the matter. Court does call the case, People versus Joseph Crossley.
Good morning, Judge Lawrence H. Margolis with and on behalf of Mr. Crossley. Joe, please unmute and state your name.
Hold on. Am I unmuted? Yep. Joseph Crossley.
Thank you.
Judge,
As to arraignment,
we waive a formal reading, stand mute.
and in every way forward reading standing mute, the court will enter a not guilty plea. All right, what are we doing?
Judge, we're, I believe, waiting on some video discovery. I would request 30 days if possible to try to get the discovery and resolve this?
Any objection to adjournment of that for the people? Pre-trial in this matter will be adjourned to January 7th, 2026, 9 a.m. Set defendant's bond at a $10,000 personal recognizance bond. Alert or standard conditions, including no assaultive behavior or use of any weapons or possession of any ammunition. There's also to be no use of any alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal drug. I would further indicate that the defendant is there any reason he needs to have contact with Eric? Is it Casey?
None at all.
I'm going to order no contact with Eric Casey. And the address is actually address. Okay. All right. I won't order that. I won't order a no-go choose. All right.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
You're dismissed, Joseph.
Thank you. Court calls the case of the people versus Adib Chihuahua.
Special focus for the people.
Lawrence Margolis for Mr. Shawaka. Adib, he told me this morning, he may have, oh, there he is. It's a little dark there.
Yep, sorry.
Please state your name, sir.
Adib Shawaka.
Judge, continuing pretrial, it's a companion case. I mentioned it last time. That has been set for, I believe, January 7th. I really would like to see what is going to happen in that case, in the felony matter, before, and it may affect the resolution of this case. I would ask for another 30-day adjournment if Your Honor would graciously grant it.
Which case is that? It's a companion.
It's a felony. This court actually heard the exam and bound it over. It's pending before Judge Conlon as a pretrial.
Oh, this is the brawl at Zippy's.
Yes.
Sorry. What is the pretrial date?
January 7th.
Well, I'll adjourn this matter January 7th, 2026, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Judge.
Continue. Thank you. Court does call the case People versus Renee Darga.
Focus for the people.
Wow.
Approaching now in front of Your Honor.
Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Good morning. Your name?
Renee Darga.
Thank you.
Your Honor, this is a time and date for a pretrial. I've been having discussions with sister counsel regarding resolution. I think there's some people she still needs to get into contact with. So we're going to ask this be placed on the court's docket for a final settlement conference. And I believe a date of February 6th was discussed.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Jury final settlement conference will be set February 6th, 2026, excuse me, 9 a.m. Jury selection, if necessary, will be February 9th, 2026 at 8:30. Both of those proceedings are in person.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Bond will continue.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Court does call the case People versus Brandon. Is it Yards?
Curacosa, Your Honor.
Exactly what I was going to say, but it was going to take me a minute.
Your Honor, good morning. May it please this court, James W. Murray, P48047. I represent Mr. Curacosa. Please state your full name.
Brandon Curacosa.
Thank you. As to the arraignment on this.
Waive a reading of the complaint. I've explained to Mr. Curacosa the statutory maximum penalties.
Defendant having waived formal reading, he's standing muted this time.
Correct.
Defendant standing mute, court will enter a not guilty plea. All right, where are we going from here?
Well, I have spoken with the prosecutor that's assigned to this case, and we're looking for the next date. There is a disc of discovery that's apparently in the mail from the prosecutor's office to me. As of yesterday's mail, I haven't received it, but that is going to make or break this case.
Next day.
Your next date is.
Pardon me, Your Honor, could it be the 7th of January?
Any objection from the people?
No, Your Honor.
January 7th, 2026, 9 a.m. Bond in this case will be set in the amount of $10,000 personal recognizance bond, under standard conditions, including no assault behavior or possession of any weapons or ammunition. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
There should be no possession or consumption of any alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal drugs. I would 3158 is it just this store? Madam Prosecutor, is it just the TJ Maxx?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I would indicate that the defendant is not to enter any TJ Maxx store in the state of Michigan. All right.
Even at Christmas time, Your Honor?
Even at Christmas time.
Very well.
Shop online.
Thank
All
you,
right,
Your Honor.
thank you. Court calls case People versus Sukhdev Singh.
Good morning, Your Honor. Joseph Wagner on behalf of Mr. Singh is present in court.
State your name.
Sukhdev Singh.
All right, thank you. What are we doing?
Your Honor, you have a,
Do I have a plea form?
You should have a plea form for the motion, right? And
I do.
second.
This is the one that I did. All right. We're still gonna have to deal with that.
Yeah, no, I see.
All right. The plea form indicates that the defendant will be pleading to the charge of embezzlement by an agent or trustee less than $200. That's a no contest plea. The 93-day offense upon a successful plea to that charge, count one would be dismissed. Defendant also agrees to make restitution in the amount of $260. There is a sentence agreement of prosecutor's deferred sentencing.
that's correct, Your Honor.
Full understanding.
And for the record, my client would wish to change his plea to no contest.
All right. May I have him sworn?
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
State your name, please.
Sukhdev Singh.
All right, sir, it is this court's understanding that you're going to plead no contest to the charge of embezzlement by an agent or trustee less than $200. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail, $500 fine plus court cost. The fine could be increased if 3 times the value of the property embezzled. If that's greater than $500, that would become the maximum fine. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you understand what a no contest plea is?
Whatever he explained me,
All right. 2 things I have to make sure that you understand about a no contest plea. It first of all means that you're not further desirous or wanting to contest this charge. You understand that?
Okay.
Second thing you need to understand is that for purposes of sentencing, the court will treat you the same as though you had pled guilty to this offense. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Any other questions you have regarding a no contest plea, sir?
No, nothing, sir.
All right. The basis for the no contest plea?
Civil liability, Your Honor.
Sir, to that charge, how do you plead?
No contest.
No contest.
You understand that by pleading no contest, you will not have a trial of any kind.
Yes.
All right. You signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
Yes.
You have any questions regarding any of those rights?
No, sir.
All right. Look at paragraph 5. You'll see a copy on the podium. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand that by pleading no contest, you're giving up those rights as well as all the rights contained on that form.
No trial. You understand that? So yes.
Yes, no trial.
But you, right, and you understand that you're giving up those rights.
Yes, sir.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes, sir.
Are you on probation or parole?
No,
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plea?
no,
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
no.
You're doing this voluntarily
Yes, sir.
and of your own free will.
Yes, sir.
All right. Court has been handed and has been provided the Pittsfield Township Department of Public Safety report for their case number. It's like 2515840. Any objection to the court having reviewed that report?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
All right, based upon a review of that report, the court does find that there's a sufficient factual basis in which the court could determine the defendant's guilt of this offense. Sir, I do have to advise you that if I accept your plea, if between the time of my acceptance and the time of sentencing, you commit any misconduct as defined under the Michigan court rules, that you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea and the court would not be bound by any sentence recommendation or evaluation. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Is counsel aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
There are none, Your Honor.
All right, and have I complied with the court rule and would it be proper to accept this defense?
People are satisfied.
Defense is satisfied, Your Honor.
Court will accept the defendant's plea of no contest to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed.
Without objection.
Defendant is referred to probation for a pre-sentence investigation and report. Sentencing in this matter will be
January 14th.
January 14th, 2026, 9 a.m. As your invite indicates, bond will continue.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
You have a good holiday, sir.
You do the same.
Can I ask something? If I able to go, not to him.
Outside.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And he can stop down at the probation department and be down the hallway on his left.
We've already made arrangements. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Court does call the case, Friel versus Brandon Nash.
Ask about for the people.
Oh, boy. Here we go. I thought we were done.
How are you?
I'm great. Go on. Ms. Valdez, did you?
I did.
You did? Okay.
Thanks.
Go ahead.
Yep, I'll do the spiel. My name is Sam Fisk. I'm a student attorney with the Civil Criminal Litigation Clinic at the University of Michigan Law School. I'm seeking permission to practice under MCR 8.120 under the supervision of attorney Sarah Sallin.
Good morning, Ms. Sallin.
Good morning, Judge.
Permission to practice is granted. Aren't you guys done yet?
Almost, yeah. We have finals next week, so,
Do you?
we do.
How are you going to do?
Somewhere in the middle, and that's all you can hope for.
Somewhere in the middle. Boy, you're an optimistic person, aren't you? Good.
Yeah, there you go.
Your co-counsel is going to get all A's.
Yeah, well, that's why she's not speaking today. She's studying.
Wow. Is that really why? I don't think so. Anyway, all right. What are we doing on this case?
So we submitted plea information yesterday morning, and
yes,
we're hoping to sort of iron out the terms of the plea.
All right. And where's your client?
Brandon, if you could unmute yourself and state your name for the record.
Brandon Nash.
The plea form indicates that the defendant will be pleading no contest to the charge of retail fraud in the third degree, the 93-day offense. Upon his successful plea to that charge, count 1 would be dismissed. That is the entirety of the agreement. The sentencing judge waiver is checked, but this is actually my case.
Yes, Your Honor.
That's the court's full understanding. Is that correct, counsel?
We'd also like to add the condition of restitution. We were just trying to figure out.
Pardon?
Restitution will be part of the probation order. I expect, Your Honor, jointly and severally with Mr. Nash's co-defendant.
Right. And counsel, what were you trying to indicate to me about restitution?
Oh, that Brandon, the defendant, will pay the full cost restitution of $732.95 at the time of sentencing.
Okay, is it, well, that's a little bit different. Is he's going to pay that full amount at the time of sentencing? Because what what the prosecutor's indicating to me, which would typically be the case, is restitution will be part of any sentence that's going to come from probation or a recommendation coming from probation. And so those are two different things potentially anyway.
Your Honor, if I may, and Ms. Feltes might actually my students might know her, Ms. Feltes. I believe there was an offer that if he paid it on sentencing, that she would recommend that I think there would be a recommendation of no time or a case closed. That would be her recommendation.
If he
paid the full
paid it
restitution.
sentencing.
I did, so what I indicated via email, did not put on the form, was that the total amount of restitution, $732.95. If he can make restitution at the time of sentencing, I would leave it in the court's discretion to sentence him only to fines and costs, because he'll be supervised by his parole agent in Kalamazoo. I think the court recalls Mr. Nash is a person that was not in compliance with parole.
Yeah.
That's something I was going to indicate to Ms. Pilara later. We can put that on the plea form if the court prefers, but I didn't think it necessary to put on the form.
Well, but it's some agreement that adheres to the defendant if he does something.
It does.
Right?
Would the court prefer it on?
I would prefer it on the plea.
If it's okay with defense counsel, I can approach and write that in if it's okay.
That's okay with us. Thank you.
Yes, I can go ahead and start the plea while you do that. Thank you. All right. Next. Mr. Nash, you understand all of that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. If you could please raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. State your name for the record.
Brandon Nash.
All right. He's pleading to third, right?
Yes.
Is that correct? All right. Sir, it is this court's understanding that you're going to plead no contest to the charge of retail fraud in the third degree. That is a misdemeanor. Yeah, you got background noise that you got to turn down, sir. All right. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail, $500 fine plus court costs. The fine could be increased to 3 times the value of the property taken. If that's greater than $500, that would become the maximum fine. You understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Do you understand what a no contest plea is?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. 2 things about a no contest plea I have to make sure that you understand. The first thing is that it means that you're not further desirous or wanting to contest this charge. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
The second thing you need to understand is that for purposes of sentencing, the court will treat you the same as though you had pled guilty. You understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Still wish to plead no contest?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Counsel, the basis for the no contest plea?
Civil liability, Your Honor.
All right. So, Mr. Nash, to that charge, how do you plead?
No contest.
Now, you understand that by pleading no contest, you will not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, Your Honor.
You had signed an advice of rights form and went through that with your attorneys. Is that correct, sir?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions regarding any of the rights on that form?
No, Your Honor.
You understand, particularly addressing paragraph 5 being your trial rights, that you're waiving or giving up the rights that are contained on that form.
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you on probation or parole?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You understand that your plea in this case could be about, which one are you on? You're on parole, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You understand that your entry of a plea in this case could be a violation of that parole?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that if it is considered a violation of your parole, you could be sent back to do the remainder of your prison term. You understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
And understanding that, do you still wish to enter this plea of no contest?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plead?
No, Your Honor.
Has anybody threatened you or coerced you?
No, Your Honor.
You're doing this voluntarily?
Yes, Your Honor.
And of your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
The court has been provided and has reviewed Pittsfield Township Department of Public Safety report for their case number 25-04121. Any objection to the court having reviewed that report?
None from the people, and for the record, Your Honor, I just took a photo with my work phone of the updated plea form and sent it to defense counsel.
All right, very good. Any objection, counsel, to the court reviewing that report?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right. Based upon a review of that report, the court does find that there's a sufficient factual basis in which the court could determine the defendant's guilt of this offense. Sir, I do have to advise you that if you commit misconduct as defined by the Michigan court rules between the time of my acceptance of your plea and the time of sentencing, that you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea and the court would not be bound by any sentence evaluation or recommendation. You understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is counsel aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
And have I complied with the court rule, and would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
That's fine.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Court will accept the defendant's plea of no contest to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Pre-sentence investigation and report is ordered at 14A1 probation. Sentencing in this matter will be
January 14th.
Do I have a sentencing date before that?
22nd. That's just the paper.
Okay, but I may want to do something different on this. Are you guys, see, this is where the professor in me comes out, and I hate it when it does, because then I'm nice to people. Are you guys still around the 22nd of December?
We won't be, Your Honor, but I would actually
You won't be?
No, we won't be, but we would actually prefer to have the later sentencing date if possible. Brandon actually started a job 2 weeks ago, so he's been saving money for the restitution.
Got it. Okay. Well,
all that stuff.
Right. Part of the reason I was going to try to do that is I remember the look in your co-counsel's face the first time she heard the word parole, and all heck broke loose at the very beginning of this, because it wasn't probably how she viewed it going forth. And I just wanted to try to see if I can give you guys an opportunity to finish it through. But if we can't do that, that's fine. And I understand that he needs the time to do that. So sentencing in this matter will be January 7th, 2026, 9 a.m. All right. Pardon? January 14th, excuse me. 2026 at 9 a.m. All right. And do I have permission? I do. Mr. Nash, I'll ask you to wait online. If counsel wants to go in, I don't know if you want to go in with him. He's going to get some probation information, and you can at least see how that process works. And go in, and that'll help us start the sentencing process. All right.
Okay, Your Honor.
Thank you,
All
Judge.
right.
Yes. we'll wait
Anything
around.
further? Anything further from either side?
No, Your Honor.
All right, let me say something. I usually, well, I say a lot to student attorneys, but I probably won't see you guys again. But it's been an absolute joy having you practice before me this semester for you guys or during this time. All right, you guys have done a great job, quite frankly. Sort of battling through some things that sort of would have surprised even some veteran attorneys as to how they were going to deal with it. You guys have done a great job. All right. All right.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you.
Wish you all of the best and happy holidays, too.
Thank you. You too, Your Honor.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. You're going to put all 4 in?
Yep.
Okay. Court does call the case, People versus George Walker.
Spells for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Robert Ellman with and on behalf of Mr. Walker. Mr. Walker, can you please state your name for the record?
George Walker.
And what are we doing on this case?
Your Honor, at this time, we'd like to set this matter for a final settlement conference.
Jury final settlement conference will be February 6, 2026 at 9 a.m. Jury selection, February 9th, 2026, 8:30. Both of those proceedings are in person.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Bond will continue. Thank you.
Can you send me that over to my email?
11:30.
Okay, sir.
Bond will be continued. We'll mail you a notice.
Okay, so bond is continuing. I get a notice. Okay.
All right. Anything else, counsel?
No.
Have a good day, sir.
All right, Mr. Durham, I'll talk to you later.
Sounds good.
All right.
Okay, Judge, next would be James is the last name. Let me, oh, you know what? I have that in my hand. We're resetting the PCC for 12:10, Mr. Mojica. I can't hear you.
That's accurate. That's correct.
Okay, so that'll be on Zoom with Judge Patton next week at 9:45.
Okay, perfect.
Let me go, I'll get you a notice before you leave.
So it's gonna be on Zoom, not in person?
Correct. Yep, next week will be, and I'll give you a notice.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Heather, what time was that scheduled? I'm trying to find it, scratch it off.
That one's at 8:30, Judge.
Oh, Joe's already got it. Okay.
You sit on it.
All right.
Her?
I have figured out.
We're just waiting on your client. Let the, next James know that it's adjourned to next week, next week.
I am right now.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Check Josh, see what's going on.
Zoom, because
Okay.
Today, I hope.
Mr. DeBoer, we still haven't gotten any paperwork.
Oh, so what's that? He hasn't sent the,
No, he hasn't.
you gotta be shit, excuse my language. That
Nope.
line, he didn't send.
Mr. Dabalski, what's going on?
We are going to take a plea today, I hope.
Did you need to speak to your client?
No.
Okay, we still haven't gotten any paperwork.
Oh, so what's that? He hasn't sent the,
No, he hasn't.
you gotta be shit, excuse my language. That
Nope.
line, he didn't send it, oh. God.
Did you wanna, he's on
No, that's not.
Zoom right now if you wanna talk to him.
Not my attorney.
I am not.
Mr. Kelly, you're all set with Mammy?
I am not. I have not even talked to the prosecutor yet. Is it okay if I just come in person?
Yep, you can handle it whenever you do your 1045.
That would be
Perfectly
great,
good.
because I'm still waiting. I can't wait anymore. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. He just jumped on just now.
Thank you so much.
All right.
No, actually, it didn't take long.
Hello,
Pico, what are
state prosecutor.
we doing with Mr. Teamer?
I need to talk to the state prosecutor or whoever's gonna be prosecuting the case.
Alrighty, I'll throw you in with him.
All right.
Um,
What's good with the
Oh, yeah.
So wrong.
Mr. Dubowski, I'm sorry.
You can call me Tim, but Heather, this guy.
Wait, listen, we're on YouTube and we're recording, so just I'll talk to you later.
Be
I
careful what I
understand.
say.
Yes. Hold on, let me call sobriety court. Hold on.
Like I get ready to report tomorrow, so those are the days it's better not to see.
Yeah.
You just got kind of like, you're floating around for that morning part of it, but you can usually like adrenaline, caffeine, like, how to do that, I'll tell you like, sleep like 9 hours.
So I.
Miss Jones, do you need a
Yes.
breakout room with your attorney or do you need, with your client, or do you need to speak to the prosecutor?
I believe I need to speak with the prosecutor first.
Alrighty, let me throw you in the breakout room.
Thanks.
Like you just wake up and you feel better for like after that.
Just like.
All right. Go.
Mr. Hadley, what do you want to start with?
Your Honor. We can do Miss Casey Bonds first. She was technically first.
Got it. Come on, Miss Bonds. All right, you,
Pretty touch everything on behalf of Miss Casey Bonds that I know. I think there's a matter. Looks like it's one that we called already. We have pre-tried the matter and reached a resolution.
Yep.
So the driving license suspended second offense will be dismissed. We'll be pleading guilty to allowing unlicensed driver to drive.
Good.
Requesting immediate sentencing of the court will.
okay. Did you discuss your rights and options with Mr. Hadley? You understand all that? You understand the possible penalty to the added charge? Are you pleading guilty to the added charge today? Are you doing so freely and voluntarily? Did you drive, excuse me, did you drive a vehicle in Belleville, August 14, 2024? At that time, was your license suspended, revoked, or denied? I'll accept your plea. I'll dismiss the original charge. What's the status of your license now? How close are you?
Close.
Good.
When do you think you'll have it?
I'm hoping right after the holidays is the first of the year. I have
Okay, all right.
3 children that.
Good for you. Good for you. Yeah. Are you working? Which one have you had the longest? Okay, where at?
You know, so get ready to go there in Belleville, brain injury and spinal cord.
Yep,
Rehabilitation
yep,
specialist, and then also clean houses.
okay. Okay,
On the 24-hour work cycle. Right?
Yep. okay, good. Anything else you want me to consider before I sentence you? Okay. All right, so Mr. Hadley, do you know that she ended up with 2 civil infractions on the same date? Did you talk about that? All right, then.
Please see if you can find them.
It's no insurance and traffic signal. So I'm gonna lecture you because he would have lectured you if he would have known this. I know, but what happened is you got the tickets and we didn't hear from you. So you owe us $900 just because we didn't hear from you. The no insurance is $498 and the traffic signal is $396. Too old. I'll tell you what I'll do. Can you commit to some kind of a payment plan, some kind of monthly payment? All right. So Mr. Hadley, have her talk, I don't know, it, as difficult as the money might be, it might be even tougher for her to come up with some time to do some kind of mix of payments and community service. But that's an option that she can, you understand that?
Yeah.
I don't either. I don't either. All right, so let's just stick with money, okay? Yeah, if your kids were old, you could take them with you somewhere, but those little kids. All right, so stick with the money. So you get something set up on the 894 that you owe us on those two. What I'll do on today's file is I'm gonna put you on a 12-month non-reporting probation. That means I've got my thumb over you for the next 12 months. I'll suspend fines and costs on today's file because you got stuck on the $900 because you didn't come in and make arrangements. So stay out of trouble. That means don't drive until you get your license straight, right? So stay out of trouble. That's the 12-month non-reporting. So I'm keeping my eye on you. Take care of the 894 with whatever payment plan you can come up with, and you're done with us. All right, you got all that? You're welcome. Good luck with the adoption. You're welcome. I bet that means Mr. Perkins is next. Come on up, Mr. Perkins. What do you want to, how far out you want to go for your discovery?
This is a 2024 24 case. That could be a larger non-discovery. I think our issue is people get a date that I'm and come back.
Yeah,
Sorry, Judge, who is
Basically-
this, please?
this is Bryant Perkins
Thank you.
Jr. So basically, any Wednesday this year, any Tuesday next year.
And give me just one moment. My apology, my computer's refreshing. I just want to make sure I'm not following up the document yet. I can't be here. Let's. It's a Wednesday. It was. Here, Tim. He's back up here, we're back with this court next week on the 10th. I just don't think we'll be able to get turned around by then. Have you? We do January 7th, please.
Is it a Tuesday?
No, sorry. These will be-
Tuesdays. We're switching to Tuesdays after 50 some years.
That'll be beginning in the new year. Okay.
Yep.
Tuesday the 6th.
9 o'clock?
Hey, all right. That's
Alrighty.
like you're on
9 a.m.
Tuesday, January 6th, 2026, 9 a.m.
Judge Martin, so I'll get you the notice in just a few minutes.
So you get some Zoom information.
I just spoke to Emily. She said they can't take the plea because they've never screened him yet,
Okay,
even though the prosecutor.
that's fine.
Well,
That's fine. Right.
so
Are we ready on Singh? People versus Singh? We got both attorneys on? Okay, I thought said we had the prosecutor on too. Hey, Joe, tell prosecutor's office I gotta have somebody talk to me about Singh.
Did you receive the one?
Yeah, I got it, but I can't take the plea because Mr. Singh hasn't done what he needs to do. I'm assuming, Mr. Dabalski, that you don't want to enter the plea without knowing whether or not he's going in sobriety court.
I guess, yes, Your Honor. I guess that's a fair and accurate
All
statement.
right. And we have Mr. Singh with us.
Initially, you're gonna be disappointed. I couldn't do what you wanted me to do, but I think you're very happy with the outcome. I have Mr.
That's fine.
Patton come in.
Mr. Kaplan, I've got Mr. Singh and Mr. Dabalski on Zoom. My understanding is that we've been trying to get Mr. Singh to cooperate with my probation department for months so we can make the determination whether or not he's eligible, and he just won't do the paperwork. Mr. Dabalski, do you have something you might want to add to that? Because that's my understanding.
That is an accurate recitation, Your Honor. He has informed me that he has sent the paperwork to the probation department on at least 2 occasions. I don't know what the problem is.
Well, at this point, I don't want him in my program. So I don't know if he's eligible for our program or not, but he's not a team player, so I don't want him.
Withdraw the offer, Mr. Kowalski.
I'm sorry?
And so I'll have to withdraw the offer of Odell Blackside.
Well, can I see if I can get, he's a resident of Canton and the 35th District Court. I see if I can get him in.
I'll give you one more adjournment if you want to see if Canton takes him.
Yes, please.
Okay.
How much time you want for that?
4 weeks.
Heather, give me a January date, would you?
Yep, we have January 6th or 13th,
The 13th.
9:15.
Zoom.
Yep. It'll be
Thank
Judge
you.
Martin, sorry. Yes,
Thank you.
That was the 13th, 9:15.
correct. Judge Martin.
Yeah, I just adjourned the PCC for him to get a chance to talk to 35th.
Thank you.
All right, good luck.
Thank you, Judge. Happy holidays if I don't see you before.
Same to you.
Thank you.
Joe, I gotta take a phone call. Let me know when you got files.
Okay. For the judge on a civil infraction. Usually these are done in front of a magistrate in what's known as an informal hearing. In certain circumstances, they're heard by a judge if there's a request for a formal hearing. That's where we are here today. The title of the case, People versus Jasmine Adair. The file number is 25907. Excuse me, 264 SI. Following too closely is a civil infraction. I believe the fine is $120. The defendant is here with her attorney, Paul Spagnolio from Royal Oak. Good morning, sir. We've talked on the phone or email or even Zoom, but nobody ever actually met. Excuse me. I hope I don't drop dead in the middle of this hearing. I took 2 old-fashioned Sudafeds about 8 o'clock on the advice of Judge Patterson. Well, the first problem, Madam Prosecutor, is we don't have a signed civil complaint in the file. It's known as a jurat. I don't expect you would have known that, but someone from your office should have known better. So, officer, I'm going to send you down to the court to first sign the jurat. I don't think we've got one in here. So, Officer Raymond, would you go out to the counter and see if they can have you execute the district court? District court. Let me look at it.
Abigail, you have to sign it too. So let's make sure we've got a signed charging document in here before we even begin. So you're gonna need to go out also. Like I said, you probably would have known this, but somebody should have known it. We need to get the jurat signed before we start. So we'll have her authorize it and the officer authorize it. Sorry about that. I should have checked it before this morning.
No problem. Thank you. No problem. Thank you, Judge.
The jurat is a form that is the prosecutor authorization and the officer swearing to a civil infraction complaint. It was created by Judge McNally, the gentleman on the right. And I think they use it in other jurisdictions, but it's been used here for over 50 years. 2576.
I already learned something new, Judge. After that, usually I rely on the ticket, but so. But you said they use it in other jurisdictions too?
Or would you go print one, print two? Yes, please. We good?
All good.
Did they do it? Okay, good. I'll give you one.
Thank you, Judge.
The first time I ever did this, I had the hearing and the jurat wasn't signed and Judge McNally dismissed it. And I always felt that was unfair. So I don't want to visit that on you, but you'll now know you need to make sure you got a signed jurat on file before we proceed with a civil infraction. So here it is. Approach? Yes. And again, I apologize. People want to watch me blow my nose all day, but eventually I should live through this. All right, this is a formal hearing in the matter of Jasmine Ray Adair. The charge alleges a violation of MCL 257643 under the Motor Vehicle Code for following too closely. As I indicated, this is a civil infraction. I believe it carries 2 points and it does carry, I believe, $120 fine. Assistant Prosecuting Attorney Abigail Stoll is here with her Officer Jesse Raymond. The jurat is signed. We're ready to proceed. Madam Prosecutor.
I'll waive opening argument.
Okay, certainly. We don't need any. Are you ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you may call your witness.
I'll call Deputy Raymond to the stand.
Good morning, sir. Do you swear or affirm any testimony you're about to give in this matter will be true to the best of your knowledge and belief? I do. Thank you. Have a seat. Would you state your name for the record, please?
Deputy Jesse Raymond.
And spell your first and last name?
JESSERAYMOND.
All right, Ms. Stoll.
Deputy Raymond, where are you employed?
St. Joseph County Sheriff's Office.
How long have you worked there?
Just under 6 years.
What do you do?
Primarily now I'm covering complaint vehicle, and I take complaints on the road. I also conduct traffic stops.
Do you have any other experience in law enforcement?
Outside of the sheriff's office now, but I do have other assignments.
Laura, can I get a white pen?
Were you on patrol on July 25th of 2025?
Yes, sir.
What shift?
I was on the day shift. I was assigned to the traffic unit.
What was the general location where you were at?
I was traveling southbound on 131. I was south of Three Rivers. I was just approaching Drummond Road.
All right, did you see something that caught your attention?
There's moderate traffic that day. I did notice two vehicles that were very close together.
Could you describe the vehicle that was following?
I don't recall.
What did you do after that?
So I had my radar unit activated. I clocked the lead vehicle going approximately 60 miles an hour. I saw the following vehicle was traveling quite close as they passed by. I estimated it to be about a car length behind. I turned around at that intersection and it took me about a half mile to catch up. I caught up to him just before Gleason Road where I conducted the traffic stop.
I'm sorry, forgive me, I'm a little hard of hearing. I didn't catch the tail end of what the witness just stated.
You caught up half a mile at Gleason Road and then you said something else.
That's where I conducted the traffic stop, was just south of Gleason, northbound.
Thank you.
And then what did you do after that?
I made contact with Miss Adair. I explained the reason for the traffic stop. Got her license, registration, insurance, and issued a citation.
Is Miss Adair in the courtroom?
Yes, she is.
Could you describe something she's wearing and point her out, please?
She's wearing gold framed glasses and a black shirt.
Let the record reflect that the officers identified the defendant.
It may.
And then did you write Miss Adair a ticket?
Yes, I did.
What for?
For following too closely.
In your experience, was that a reasonable length to keep?
No, I have considerable experience, particularly with traffic crashes where there's rear end collisions. Almost all of those cases, it's a matter of either following too closely or they're unable to stop in a short period of distance.
Objection. I don't think there's a foundation laid for his expertise as being an expert with traffic crashes.
Well, all right, we can establish that. He indicated he'd been an officer 6 years and then traffic enforcement. Madam Prosecutor, would you inquire further about his qualifications in this area?
Deputy Raymond, do you have any sort of special training or experience in traffic accidents?
Just academy training and then routine experience with traffic crashes. I respond to and investigate crashes as a traffic unit, also as a complaint deputy.
How often do you respond to these accidents and complaints?
I would say on a weekly basis over the last 5.5 years.
How many citations do you think you've actually written?
I couldn't give you a number.
Over hundreds. This is a civil infraction and he's given his opinion regarding this circumstance. I think he's qualified in the context of a traffic enforcement officer, certainly not an accident reconstructionist or anything, but I'll allow the testimony regarding his opinion about why he wrote this citation.
Thank you, Judge.
You said that you were traveling on US 31 southbound?
Objection asked and answered.
We're just getting back into it. Yeah, it's 131. Go ahead.
Where were you located when you stopped the defendant?
We were on US 131 traveling northbound just south of Gleason Road.
In what township?
That's Fabius Township.
In St. Joseph County, Michigan?
Correct.
Thank you. Nothing further.
Morning, Deputy.
I'm gonna ask you some questions. If anytime during me asking the questions, if you don't understand or it's not clear, feel free to ask me to clarify. Deputy, you testified that you were the one who stopped my client, Ms. Adair, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you recognized her?
Yes.
Okay, but didn't you just testify you didn't know what kind of car she was driving?
Correct.
Okay, would it help if I showed you the ticket to refresh your recollection?
Yes.
Okay, may I approach, Judge?
Yes.
Or I guess the juror. Let me know when you're done looking at the ticket. Is your memory refreshed?
I have the citation for a 2012 Toyota. I don't remember the model of the vehicle. I do remember the Indiana registration.
Would you disagree with me if I told you it was a Toyota Prius?
No.
Okay. So when you testified for the people, you stated that you were going in the opposite direction, right?
Correct.
And you just testified that my client was driving a Toyota. Do you know what the vehicle was that was in front of her?
I don't recall.
Okay. Would you have any reason to doubt me if I said it was a GMC pickup?
No.
Okay, but you did catch the distance between that vehicle and my client.
Correct.
Okay, and you remember that there was one car length.
Correct.
Okay. Did you provide any video recordings to the people? Like body wear cam or dash cam?
I did not. I don't know if my clerks did or not.
Okay, so would it surprise you if it was provided? Okay, and do you recall what you said to Ms. Adair when you approached her vehicle?
Yes, I do.
Can you share with me what you said?
Yeah. So I asked her for her license, registration, and insurance, which she provided me. I informed her that she was following the vehicle in front of her too closely. I told her that they were traveling close to the speed limit. And given that speed, that was too close to be following the vehicle in front of her.
Would you doubt me if I just stated that you stated at the time that the courts have found that you need to be traveling one car length per 10 miles per hour?
I did say that to her, not as a.
What authority are you relying on for that statement? When I say authority, legal authority.
I was using it as an education piece.
So you just made it up?
No, I did not.
Okay, well, where'd you get it from?
I don't recall.
Okay. So you read this, you're familiar with the statute, right?
So
And what does it use?
you must be no closer than reasonable and prudent to the vehicle.
Reasonable, prudent person. Are you familiar with, you're familiar with the state of Michigan Secretary of State, right? Okay. Are you familiar with a publication that they put out called What Every Driver Must Know?
I'm familiar with it. I don't recall any text in it.
Would you doubt me if I said it doesn't say anything about a car length for every 10 miles? Okay, I'll help you. It doesn't.
Objection, Your Honor, hearsay.
Well, the officer accepted the answer that he accepted that he is familiar with that publication, which every Michigan driver has to review before they take their driver test. I'll allow it. It's not damaging really either way.
As a matter of fact, well, let me back up. Would you doubt me if that publication takes into account what is considered the reasonable distance between two traveling vehicles? Okay, would you doubt me if it says that you need to take into account the vehicles, the drivers, condition of the road, weather conditions? Okay. You interestingly didn't testify to, you talked about moderate traffic, but do you remember the weather conditions that day?
Yep,
Okay, what were they?
it was a clear day, dry roadway.
There was no rain, was there? Mhm. Okay, and do you know that you recall on the side that my client was driving on, how many vehicles were traveling? About the time that you witnessed these two vehicles going down that road, I'm sorry.
Specific number, I don't recall.
If I played the video, would you doubt me that it was just that vehicle and her vehicle? Okay. As a matter of fact, on your side where you were traveling, where you said you witnessed the cars traveling too close to each other, there was a lot more traffic, or as you said, moderate traffic. Would you doubt me? Okay. Did you notice that, or do you strike that? When you came up behind my client, did you notice the, I guess, double lines, dotted lines in the roadway?
At the location of the traffic stop. I believe it would have been a double line, but I don't recall.
You don't know if my client was attempting to pass that vehicle either, do you? You didn't ask her, did you?
I had turned around and followed the vehicle for approximately half a mile.
Okay.
I'm gonna inject myself a little bit.
I'm sorry, Judge.
I'm gonna inject myself into this to add some context. On the map, run 131 looks like it runs flat, straight, north and south. Is that correct?
That's a relatively hilly section.
Well, that's what I'm gonna ask. It's actually on what's known as the Big Hill. Is that correct? 131 and Drummond Road is on what's known as the Big Hill between Three Rivers and Constantine. Is that correct?
I'm not familiar with the term.
You're not? Okay. Anyway, it's a big hill and it's common, well, maybe I'm too old, but there've been many, many accidents there. One time we had two drunk drivers hit each other on the big hill and they were both killed. Anyway, was this on the hill?
A portion of the observation period was, yes.
Okay, so this is a big hill. And so they're both going up the hill at that point. Is that correct?
They had gone up the hill and I had stopped them after descending down.
Okay. All right, thanks.
Anything else, Judge? I'm sorry.
No, I don't know if you've been there, but
Unfortunately, I'm not familiar with.
At any rate, it's on the big hill, and apparently they were headed uphill, and then he stopped them as they headed down.
If I played the video of you turning around, well, is your video activated? It's not running all the time, right, Deputy?
It's running, but it only pre-records a certain time frame before it's activated.
Okay, because I was shared, it was shared with me, the video, but it wasn't shared of, I guess, where you felt that the car lines were too close, but I got a video that shows you stopping the vehicle. I don't know if it would help the court making a decision if the people don't object. I mean, I'll play the video.
Well, I was hopeful they would play it.
I'm kind of a little surprised, but they can present their case any way they want.
Yes. Yeah, you can present the video to the officer. We have a way to do it.
I'm not technical. I mean, I could sit this up there and you can look at it.
Well, we have a way to play it on the big screen. Although I'm not sure any of us are technically adept enough to plug it in. It should plug in.
I'll give it a shot. Okay.
Well, let's undo the cord. See, it's Velcroed there to the wall. All right, you should be able to do it from your laptop at your Ms. Davis can do it. I don't know. Josh, have you done it from this?
I think I have a port for this, Judge. I think you might be. Forgive me for what you're about to witness on my desktop. That looks like madness, but there's a method to it. So if it. Is there something that needs to be?
Yes. I don't know which, it's been so long since we've done this. It shouldn't be such a profound problem. I think it's this big.
And just so I'm making a record here, Your Honor, the video that I have that was shared with me just reflects the stop. I don't think it actually reflects what the deputy testified to what he witnessed when he was coming the other way. So I don't want you to go through all this laborious effort.
All right, so it doesn't show the actual.
It shows him doing a U-turn and coming up behind the two vehicles, my client being the closer one to him. It doesn't show what with Deputy
Raymond
James testified to what he witnessed when he was coming the other way. That's why I asked him about if his camera was activated at that time. If there is footage of that, it wasn't shared with me.
All right. Rather than get lost in the weeds here, we didn't prepare for this.
I'm sorry.
Just go ahead and show it, the video from your laptop.
From the laptop, okay. And prosecutor, do you want to stand in front of this so they can see it? Or?
It's not ideal, but there's no jury. It's a formal hearing. Can you see it? Maybe you can stand behind it.
Let me make sure the volume's up.
What are we seeing here, officer?
So I believe at this time I had already turned around. I was traveling northbound.
Okay.
Like he said, you can't see in the video the time that they initially passed me due to the latency in the activation of my recording.
So you're going down the hill at this point. Is it alleged that she's followed too closely at this point?
Yes.
Yes.
Indiana commemorative Boy George, X-ray 233, BGX 233.
Traffic stop. Civil infraction or traffic violation. US 131/86. Park, Tepe East Township.
So this, you can't, I don't believe you can hear anything. The body work camera, this is just a stop, Judge and Madam Prosecutor. If you want to hear the body wear camera, the car length thing. So this is a stop. This is the video of the body camera.
7526 traffic stop. Indian, I commemorative White George X-ray 233 BGX 233. Hello, how we doing? Wonderful. Do you have your license registration? Pardon the traffic. The reason I stopped you and the vehicle in front of you guys were both going about the speed limit. You were right on his tail, so you got to have a little bit of space off of him. Okay. Rule of thumb, there's not really any number on it specifically. The courts have found that about one car length for every 10 miles an hour. So you really should have been 5 or 6 car lengths back behind that at the least. So, okay. You got insurance on vehicle? Okay.
Thank you for indulging me, Judge.
Thank you. That certainly didn't translate very well to the live stream, but they could hear it and I could see the video. I didn't see what was going on the way up the hill, but I could see what was going on the way down the hill. All right. Any further questions for this officer?
No, thank you though. Thank you, Deputy. Appreciate it.
Ms. Stoll, do you have any further questions for the officer? Do you have any questions for the officer?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. You can step down. Any further witnesses?
No.
All right. Mr. Spinolio, you have any, you wish to call the defendant?
Judge, if you're prepared to make a decision, and being mindful of the court's docket, if you're prepared, I'll waive presenting my client. I mean, the video speaks for itself. I think that the facts, what the deputy said,
thank you. I'm disappointed in that the prosecutor didn't play the video. Did you even viewed it? Have you seen it before?
I saw it, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, I would have liked to have seen it as part of the prosecution case because she's right on his tail. The video sunk your boat. You're doing pretty good because they hadn't even looked at the ticket or know what kind of vehicle it was, and his testimony was unclear, and it wasn't clear where it was. It's on the biggest hill in St. Joseph County. But you were right on his tail. I don't know where you were going up the hill, but going down the hill right up until the stop, you were right on his bumper. And it's not a place to pass. Passing is prohibited there for quite some time, going up the hill and down the hill. What the statute actually says, the officer says, the rule of thumb is you should give 1 car length for every 10 miles an hour. That is a quote unquote rule of thumb. We've heard it on television commercials and other thing. It isn't in the statute anywhere. what the statute says, the officer quoted it pretty well. The driver of vehicle shall not follow another vehicle more closely than is reasonable and prudent, having due regard for the speed of the vehicles and the traffic upon and the condition of the highway. So this is a 2-lane highway. It's a state highway with a center line on a large hill, and passing is prohibited going up the hill and down the hill. The speed limit there is 55. He testified that he thought the first car, which he couldn't remember what it was, if he looked at the video, maybe he could have discerned it, was going 60. The ticket says she was following lead vehicle, 1 car length, going 57 miles per hour. This is a civil infraction. You can't go to jail for a civil infraction. And you don't have the right to proof beyond a reasonable doubt. You have a right to proof beyond a preponderance of the evidence, which is a much easier standard for the prosecutor to meet. It means just barely more than the other side. So I was trying to figure this out, but as soon as I saw the video, in my impression, you were too close behind that truck. So I find that you're responsible for following too closely. And I'm gonna fine you $120. You can pay that today, or I'll give you 30 days to pay it if you need it. Or do you want to pay it today, or you want me to give you an envelope to pay it? All right. We don't have enough trials for young officers to learn that they're going to be subjected to cross-examination. And when a competent attorney comes in and asks questions and makes appropriate objections, it's a lot harder than some layperson trying to do the best they can. So the point being, when you come to court, you should review your police report, you should review the ticket, you should review the video. The video should have been presented, but I'm not doing your case. The defendant actually provided it, which gave the court proof beyond a preponderance that she violated the statute, but you can't sleepwalk through these. This defendant came prepared, but I did find the violation. So you can go out to the counter, pay the $120. This will go on your Michigan and eventually Indiana driving record. It's not exactly the crime of the century, but you were too close to the car ahead of you, in my view, after watching the video. All right, we'll be in recess.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Sorry. I'm sorry too.
Thank you. I appreciate you taking the time to.
All right, it's nice to meet you in person. Good luck to you, man.
Yes. Happy holidays, Judge.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't see it there, and he'll be able to locate it for you, okay? I think I'm still at a standstill here, right? We don't have Mr. Baldwin.
No.
Clemens, Dominique Danchelle Clemens, 25B149-562A and B. All right, good morning. Your name? You met with the prosecutor on your own, correct? You don't have a lawyer here, right? So here's what I'm going to have to do. So I have to invite the victim to appear for sentencing. So I'm going to take your plea as they outlined here, allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. That's what they're having you plead to, and they're also having you plead to failure to stop a short clear distance with the understanding that the driving while license suspended and the no insurance will be dismissed. Is that your understanding?
Yes.
If you plead guilty to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, the possible penalties are up to 500 fines, 90 days jail, costs for all of those penalties. Do you understand that? And if you plead to those two, again, the suspend, count 1, and the no insurance civil infraction, count 3, will both be dismissed. Do you understand that? All right. You understand that failure to stop a short clear distance is a 2-point civil infraction.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights? If you plead guilty to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, you'll be giving up all those rights, and there will not be a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right. You have the right to a lawyer. If you want one, I'm going to give you one. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Would you like a lawyer? To the charge, failure to stop a short clear distance, do you plead responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
And to the charge of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, how do you plead? Were you operating a motor vehicle, in control of a motor vehicle, I should say, on northbound Allen near Pennsylvania and Brownstown, October the 14th of 25 at 12:38 p.m.?
Yes.
Did you allow somebody to drive that was unlicensed, and was that somebody you?
Yeah.
Are you on probation or parole? Anybody in the world force you to plead guilty?
Yeah.
All right, please accepted to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. Please accepted to failure to stop a short clear distance. I'm dismissing the suspend pursuant to stipulation. I'm dismissing the no insurance pursuant to stipulation. We're going to notify the victim. Notify victim. And we'll set a sentence date, and you'll come back on that date, okay? What do you have for me, Lisa? I don't need a pre-sentence.
Okay, December 17th at 8:30.
And I'm sending this file down to you or to probation, this note, send out the notice to the victim.
Probation.
Okay, so John, you're taking this to probation, and they're going to notify the victim. Ma'am, you're going to go down the hall and get your notice, and we will see you back here on the 17th. Any questions? Good luck to you. Thank you. Have a nice day. Cute kid, by the way.
Thank you.
All right. Daly? Deborah Jan Daly? That's Mr. Baldwin. These are both Mr. Baldwins. Yeah, why don't we call him? Why don't you have a seat right there at the table, ma'am, at the table there?
Oh.
Is Mr. Hart out there on,
Yes, the victim's on Zoom also.
all right, Bradley Stephen Cosby.
No.
This is file 25B149283. Good morning, Mr. Hart. I hope you're doing all right. Come on up here, sir.
Said something along the lines of like, why would she?
Thank you, Judge.
Why would she all send her if she had contact? She won't, like, we know exactly why. So, but we need to, I can't just tell her that I need,
Who's speaking right now?
like, to explain that.
Oh, Judge, I'm in a hallway in another court.
All right, your appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mark Hart appearing on behalf of Mr. Cosby.
Sir, your name?
David Cosby.
Mr. Cole, your name?
Justin Cole, Your Honor.
Good morning to all of you. So you want additional discovery, and prosecutor will provide via email, so we can adjourn this a couple weeks. I hope you're well healed, Mr. Hart.
Thank you, Judge. I appreciate that.
We'll adjourn this to the 17th, Lisa.
Judge, I apologize, but I'm not going to be available on the 17th.
Okay, we'll set it for the first week or whenever I have mine. What's that?
We have an overflow day on the 18th.
Are you available then?
That's an equally bad day, Judge.
All right, here's what
January-
I'll, go ahead, Lisa. I'm sorry.
That's okay, January 14th at 8:45.
Do you think this is going to resolve, or should I set it for a jury trial today too?
I think there's a decent chance it's going to resolve, but I can't promise.
All right, why don't we do this? I want to at least get this scheduled in, let's see, that'll be 2.5 months. That's all right. January 18th at what time, Lisa?
January 14th at 8:45.
Oh, I'm sorry, the 14th
Yes, 14th.
at 8:45, you said?
Yes.
All right, so Mr. Cole, you're free to show back up on that date too, okay, sir? It's January the 14th at 8:45, all right? Anything else, Mr. Hart?
Nothing, Your Honor. I appreciate it.
Mr. Cosby, do you have any questions?
No, I just have one thing about dating is, my daughter has to go in for imaging tomorrow. And she may or may not have a hiatal hernia. So we talked with the surgeon. So she may need surgery. We don't know the date of that. Once we get the imaging back, the surgeon said he's gonna schedule it for as soon as possible because he wants to deal with it.
Okay.
So just want that to be known.
All right, Mr. Cole, do you have any questions at all, sir?
No.
Okay, we'll see everybody back here on the 14th at 8:45. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, Deborah, you're all set. You can go down the hall, get your notice. Deborah Jan Daly, 25B149488A. And I also have a B file.
Thank you, Judge, and good morning, House Counsel, Attorney Mike Baldwin, Key Certified 417 on behalf of Ms. Daly.
Ma'am,
Can you please state your full legal name for the record?
so this was an accident. She pled the driving on a suspended, and I have 3 victims here, and I'm going to ask if any one of those individuals are here. Is there an Eric Johnson here or on Zoom? Is there a Marissa Hodge, H-A-J, here or on Zoom? Is there a Cecilia Paris here or on Zoom? If they're in the courtroom, I'd ask them to come forward. If they're on Zoom, Lisa, I'll ask you to bring them in. It's again, Eric Johnson, Cecilia Paris, or Marissa Hodge, H-A-J.
No one's on Zoom, Judge.
None have appeared and stepped forward on the case when called. The case was scheduled for 8:30. Counsel,
There's no restitution, claim of restitution. I believe, Your Honor, that the insurance, my client had vehicle insurance. The other driver had vehicle insurance, and based upon information, I believe their insurance, being the victim, complaining witness, paid for the damages, and there's been no claim for the deductible.
all right. What else? Anything else that you'd
Yes,
like
yes.
to say?
Thank you very much. Very briefly, my client's 72 years of age. She's retired. She was in a motel during the COVID. Things got bad for her. She sold it. She's taking care of her younger brother who lives in Seattle with her. She's a non-drinker. She does not use street drugs. And regrettably, her vehicle license, her automobile license is revoked. And she does have a driver here with her today, and she had one last time, same driver.
All right, revoked because of previous drunk drivings back in 13 and 18. I saw that.
But thankfully, she's a non-drinker now.
Can't drive on a revoked license, ma'am. I mean, you're gonna have to get a lawyer to help you get your license back, but this isn't gonna help. Anything you'd like to tell me?
I'm getting a lawyer's signature. That helps you before.
I think it's over, that's fine.
I can't hear you.
I said, I'm waiting. I have a little attorney.
Nice and loud.
I have an attorney that helps, that's helped me before. And he's trying to help me out.
You live in Flat Rock, right?
Yes.
Okay, good enough. All right, anything else?
No, Judge.
Anything else, man?
Sorry.
$100 fines, $250 costs, 75 victims' rights, $50 justice assessment, 40 in attorney fees, 525 or 93 days. You have 21 days to appeal, and you have 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer for purposes of appeal. Can she pay all this today?
Some time to pay, or can you pay this day? So you know.
I can pay today.
Okay, pay that now. Restitution, if any, to be handled through civil litigation, okay? Ma'am, you can go right down the hall and take care of that. Don't come back on one of these, please.
Your Honor.
Judge, she had a
Don't-
civil
Don't come
infraction.
back on driving.
Right.
Next year.
Wait 1 second. I did neglected I thought I already did that one on the B file. Fines and costs on this are 195, okay? So you can pay that today too?
Yes.
Okay, so go down the hall and take care of those. And the total amount again will be 525. You'll pay 720 and you're done. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You take care.
Can I have Mr.
Jeff, you have our interpreter tape.
Yeah,
We're ready.
which one is that?
That is.
Yeah, Johnny Vajegas Herrera. This is file numbers. Thank you for taking care of this one.
Yes, Judge.
25 B149710 A, B, and C. And good morning again, Ms. Heisley, your name?
Yes, Shalonda Heisley, Heisley, Spanish interpreter.
All right, I already swore her in. You're still under oath. Sir, can you tell me your name, please?
Señor, ¿me puede decir su nombre en voz alta?
Johnny Villegas Herrera.
So for purposes of arraignment, Mr. Baldwin,
Yes, my client stands mute and waits formal reading of the general information and complaint.
so you can tell him that.
Entonces, en este momento, mi cliente va a mantenerse en silencio y él dispensa de la lectura oficial de sus derechos y cargos.
And I'm going to enter a not guilty plea for purposes of arraignment. Now, as I understand it, the defendant will plead guilty to allowing unlicensed driver to drive.
Entonces, voy a ponerle no culpable por la razón de esta causa, pero entiendo yo que él va a declararse culpable dejando una persona sin licencia a manejar vehículos, lo que entiendo yo,
With the drive while unlicensed,
con eso de no tener licencia,
improper lights,
los luces inapropiados
and improper turn to be dismissed.
y lo de doblar una esquina inapropiadamente, vamos a sobreseer esos dos.
Is that right?
¿Eso es cierto, abogado?
Is that right, Mr. Baldwin?
It is correct, Your Honor. And if I may just briefly speak on behalf of my client regarding his immigration status.
Y también, sí, es cierto, su señoría, y puedo hablar brevemente del estatus inmigratorio de mi cliente, por favor, señoría.
Sir, I want you to understand there could be immigration consequences as a result of this plea and conviction. Do you understand?
Señor, quiero que usted sepa que pueda tener un impacto en el estatus de inmigración de uno proceder con esta causa. ¿Usted entiende eso?
Sí.
Yes.
I'm not going to ask you what your status is, but I want you to understand that. Do you understand?
Entonces, no le voy a pedir su estatus en este país, nada más entiende lo que acabo de decirle.
Sí.
Yes.
And do you understand if you plead guilty to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, the possible penalties are up to $500 in fines, 90 days jail, costs are all those.
Y entiende, si uno declara culpable, dejando una persona sin licencia de manejar el vehículo, pueda tener una penalidad máxima hasta 90 días en el cárcel o hasta $500 de costos. ¿Entiende eso?
Sí.
Yes.
And if you plead guilty to that, I'm going to dismiss all the other charges.
Pero si usted se declara culpable a esa nueva carga, la reducida, voy a sobreseír y cancelar los otros dos. ¿Entiende eso?
Sí.
Yes.
Did he sign an advice of rights form today?
Your Honor, the answer is no, but my Madame Interpreter, while I was in here taking care of Miss Daly, went through his advice of rights in the language that he speaks. So she can attest to that.
Did the interpreter read the advice of rights form to you, sir?
Señor, le leo a usted su aviso de sus derechos, la intérprete.
Sí.
En voz alta. Yes.
Did you understand those rights?
¿Usted entendió esos derechos que ella repasó con usted?
Sí. Do you understand? If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights.
Entiende, pues, si se declara culpable, está dispensando de esos derechos en esa lista
And we won't have a trial.
y no va a tener un juicio, ¿entiende? Yes.
To the charge allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, how do you plead?
Al cargo de dejar una persona sin licencia manejar el vehículo, ¿cómo se declara? ¿Culpable o no culpable?
Culpable.
Guilty.
Were you in control of a 2014 Jeep that was being I'm sorry, go ahead.
Mhm. I'm sorry, you're on taking notes. Please go ahead.
Were you in control of a 2014 Jeep that was being operated on November 1st of 25 on Inkster near Van Horn Road in Brownstown Township at 4:40 in the morning?
¿Estaba usted en control de un vehículo, un Jeep 2014, en la fecha de 1 de noviembre 2025 en las calles de Inkster y Van Horn en el condado de Brownstown por los 4:40 de la mañana?
Sí.
Yes.
And you were unlicensed at that time. Is that true?
Y usted en ese momento no tenía licencia, ¿es cierto?
Sí.
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole right now?
¿Está bajo libertad condicional en este momento?
No.
No.
Anybody in the world force you to plead guilty?
¿Alguien en el mundo le obligó a declararse culpable?
No.
No.
I'll accept your guilty plea to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. I'm
Entonces
going
voy
to
a aceptar.
dismiss all remaining charges, including the drive while unlicensed, the unauthorized or improper use of lights, and the improper turn on motion of the prosecutor.
Entonces, basado en el pedimento del fiscal, voy a aceptar su declaración culpable a ese nuevo cargo reducido. Vamos a sobreseer los otros de manejar sin licencia, doblar una esquina de manera inapropiada, el uso inapropiado de las luces, son los tres.
You ready for sentence, counsel?
Very briefly, Judge.
Yeah.
I also asked my client if he was visiting the United States or if it was his intention to reside here, and his answer was that it was his intention to reside here. At this point, he has intentions based upon the representations made and the basis to resolve this case the way it is. It's his intention to self-deport. I have nothing else to add, Judge. I'm asking for fines and costs. He is in custody. So I would ask that any jail credit be assessed.
What's he in custody on?
Maybe on this case, Judge.
No. What are you in custody on, sir?
Señor, ¿por qué está encarcelado? ¿Cuál caso está relacionado con su encarcelamiento?
El policía que me paró llamó como a migración y llegaron y por eso me agarraron.
When that police officer stopped me, they called immigration. Immigration came and picked me up from there.
Like he's on the
So you've been in custody since November 1st of 25. Is that true?
Entonces usted ha estado encarcelado desde 1 de noviembre, ¿es cierto? ¿De 2025?
Es cierto.
Yes, it is true.
Judge, I'm asking for time served, no fines and costs, close the file.
Anything you would like to tell me, Mr. Villegas Herrera?
Señor Villegas Herrera, me gustaría decir algo antes de proceder.
Pues solo para ver cómo puedo pagar eso del ticket.
No, just that I'm willing to just go ahead and pay the ticket.
$100 fines, 200 costs, 75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment, 4 1/4 or 33 days, credit 33, case closed. Good luck. Good luck to you, sir.
Entonces los costos son los $500 de la multa, $200 del costo de porte, $75. En cuanto a los costos de la víctima, $50 de los costos de justicia, 4 días y cuarto ya con crédito por tiempo ya servido en el cárcel. Muchas gracias, señor. Ya se puede colgar. Buena suerte.
Good luck, sir.
Buena suerte.
Thank you.
Ya se
Thanks
puede
a lot,
colgar.
Ms.
Gracias.
Heisley.
My
Thank
pleasure, Your
you.
Honor. I have another client with you if you'd like me to stay on.
Yeah, which one is that?
Let me get the last name for you. It's right
Judge,
here.
the attorney's here, so I'll put them in a breakout room.
Perfect, perfect. And
Thank you,
tell
Lisa.
Mr. Villegas he can leave, okay? I mean,
Señor Villegas, ya puede colgar, ¿ok?
good luck. Okay, Shamarian, let's take real quick, Shamarian Dwayne Christopher. Is this yours, Mr. Baldwin?
Yes, Judge, it sure is.
Shamarian Dwayne Christopher, 25B149709,
Attorney Mike.
A and B.
Thank you, Judge. Attorney Mike Baldwin, House Counsel. Mr. Tremaine, can you just please state your full legal name to the record?
Shamarian Dwayne.
All right.
Judge, we're going to adjourn this. This is a young driver. He's 19. I'm looking at his driving record.
I got it. He stands mute, waives formal reading.
He does.
Not guilty, pleas entered on the misdemeanor. Plea of denial is entered on the default. Any default judgment, Lisa, that was previously entered is set aside. $500 personal bond. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. You need to show up, sir. You weren't here November 19th.
It was a mailing issue, Judge.
Okay, we'll set a pretrial date. I'll believe you. But if he wants a court-appointed lawyer going forward, he's going to have to fill out a petition. So we doing the 17th, Lisa?
Yes, at 10 o'clock.
At 10 a.m. Okay?
Judge, I'm sorry. I've got a triangle going here. He's got the date for you. And Lisa, I'm sorry.
December 17th at 10 o'clock. And if you want a court-appointed lawyer going forward, you're going to have to fill out a petition for one today, okay?
Okay. You could take care of your business at the 36, check in Secretary of State, come back, we'll see.
And that's it.
You want a lawyer?
Thank you.
The court officer will take care of you from here.
Library.
Okay. Okay.
And then I'm taking priority waste. People against Ligbur. Jesse Andrew Ligbur, 25B149581. A and B.
Thank you, Judge. Again, for the record, House Counsel, please, Mike Baldwin, P65417. Sir, can you please state your full legal name? Jesse Ligbur. Just kidding.
Hang on. Yeah. We notified the victim, sentence date scheduled at 8:30.
Two victims.
Right, is Mohammed Nagy here, Nagy, N-A-G-I, is Cleverlon Nevels, N-E-V-I-L-L-S, or Candace or Leona Tumanello here? If so, can you step forward on the case here? And then if they're on Zoom, Lisa, if you could bring them in, but I think they're not here. You told me before, maybe I'm wrong.
Yep, not on Zoom.
Okay, so restitution, if any, will be handled through civil litigation.
Actually, Your Honor, if I may interject, we do have a restitution claim on both files on the Nevels. My client will concede to restitution in the amount of $1,050.52.
Hang on a second. Did he not have insurance?
He did not have insurance, correct? Correct. And this was for the rental vehicle during the time that the driver purportedly who had insurance was dealing with his insurance company, I believe.
Wait a minute, let's slow this down a sec. It wasn't part of the plea agreement, right?
Well, then I asked it to be left to civil litigation, but we have a prosecutor that may want to voice a position.
Yeah, let me get Ms. Foley Carter in here. You know, they're told if they want restitution that they have to show up.
We did get paperwork. It's in the victim impact statement. The
Okay,
insurance company paid like $32,000 for the car.
wait a minute.
She's just taking the rental car, Judge. That's all. Nevels.
Caitlin, I'm sorry to bother you. Can you come in here on Ligbur, please? Thank you.
I didn't memorize that. Let's see.
Okay, let's just I mean, I don't have a problem if that's what. Your name? Did the victim communicate with you since our victims' rights notice went out on November 19th?
They spoke to one of the victims just a couple of days ago.
Which one?
Miss Nettles.
Okay, and what was the?
She provided the rental car receipt for, it should be on the final.
Yes, I saw that. That was 1,050.52.
And that's what she sees.
Do any of the other victims seek any restitution?
The other victim is seeking restitution for $37 for the car seat. Insurance covered everything else.
Okay, you know, to victim, I'd like them to appear, then they can appear by Zoom if they're seeking restitution in the future, okay?
Understood.
What is the amount? It's 1,050.92 as to Neville's.
I think it's, I
think it's 1,050.52, Judge.
What did I say? Yeah, 50, I said 92. It's 1,050.52. You're right. And then what's the other one for $37? That's to who?
to Candace Tuminello.
TUMMINELLO, Judge.
Thank you.
And the clerk should have their name to the tax statement.
Yeah, they fill these out when they get them, and then sometimes I always feel like they may get some of this covered that they don't think is initially covered, which is why I like them to show. But I will go ahead and order those two amounts, and we'll go from there. Is there anybody else here that seeks restitution? Just Ms. Tuminello and Clifford Neville's, right? Cleverland Neville's, I'm sorry. Okay, thank you. What else, Mr. Is he gonna be able to pay all the restitution today? Because if not, I'm gonna put him on probation.
No.
Where does he work?
Cost of depreciation.
How long is it gonna take him to pay this?
Could I get to like a couple days?
Yeah, is that all you need?
Yeah.
If I may briefly speak on behalf of my client.
Sure.
Judge, this was a very big lesson for my client. It frightened him. As soon as I told him what the restitution was, he stepped up and said, I'll pay it. This is a person who was, like many people, was driving without a license, and accidents happen, and they happen very quickly. In a blink of an eye. And sometimes they're very minor, and sometimes they do have some very profound consequences. And what my client has learned in speaking with him twice now is that when somebody's involved in an accident with a license, it's not a crime. Accidents happen, and we often appreciate that to a certain extent. But when you're driving without a license, then these secondary implications come in. And accountability comes in, and when you have these multiple car accidents, things can get out of hand. And my client is a person who is learning the hard way. So I'm hoping that my client will not drive without a license. He is revoked. There was no alcohol or drugs involved. He's just rolling the dice, hoping that he can drive and not get caught and not have an accident, and those two things happen. So lesson learned for all of us.
Sir, anything you'd like to say?
No, Your Honor.
I mean, what your lawyer just said is so true. You just can't drive without insurance. I try to tell people that. I don't understand. And now they're going to come after you until you pay this. You're fortunate that these people didn't have Cadillacs where they had PLPD that you might have to pay $5,000 or $6,000 or $7,000 in restitution. You're fortunate, hopefully, that nobody was hurt and that the insurance companies for them are not going to have to pay for medical. I don't know whether that's the case or not. or wage loss, in which case, guess what? They're gonna come after you. And they're gonna haunt you like you can't believe. But you just can't drive without insurance. You know, everybody thinks that's cute. Well, there's nothing cute about it when they come after you for $30,000 or $40,000 and they practically bankrupt you, and then you can't get a license until you pay off the debt because it's put on Secretary of State records. $100 fine, 4 months probation. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate a law or ordinance. If you change your address, your place of employment, or home telephone number, you must notify probation. You have to report as directed. $100 fines, $175 costs. That's $275, $75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment. That is $400. You have probation fees of $80 for $480. You have $40 in attorney fees for $520. You also have to pay restitution of $1,052 to Mr. Cleverland Nevels, and you have to pay $37 to Candace Tumnello. You're going to pay all that through the court. Okay. So you're going to pay $520 plus you're going to pay the other $1,087.52. So your total here amounts to $1,607.52. So when can you pay all this? You said after the holidays?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to give you until January the 28th. Okay?
Okay.
I'll give you time. If you need more time, you tell me. You call the court, we'll go on Zoom, but don't let that day pass without you paying it. And if you don't have the money, call the court, we'll go on Zoom, I'll give you an extension. I'm also going to give you, you need time to pay on this other of $195. You can pay that by January the 28th.
Yes, I can pay that.
You pay that too. So everything included then is going to be, well, I already told you what it was on the one case and I had $150 on the other, or $195 rather. So that's the way we'll do it. I wish you well. Again, if you need more time, come talk to me. They'll give you a printout down the hall, okay?
And he'll be on probation during, he's got.
Yeah, and if you do that, you pay that by January 28th.
He's discharged.
Well, he's going to have to make an application for early discharge, in which case it will be granted, okay? As long as there's no violations.
Okay.
All right? Wish you well. Priority Waste, LLC, 25B149-760A and B. Mr. Dillon. How you doing, Mr. Dillon?
Hey, Judge, how are you?
You're killing me on these adjournments on this. You really need an adjournment, your appearance?
Good morning, Your Honor. Alex Dillon on behalf of Priority Waste.
You want me just to set it out for a trial or?
No. Final pretrial would be nice.
All right, we'll set it for adjourn pretrial to the 17th, right, Lisa?
Yes, at 10 o'clock.
At 10 a.m. Good with you, Mr. Dillon?
Yes, Judge. And part of the reason for the adjournment is to get the plate fixed and an
fine. I don't have to explain. That's fine.
Good seeing you again. Thank you.
You too, as always. Take care.
Okay.
Velasquez. Come on up here, sir. People against Gustavo Velasquez. 25B149563. Your name? You should have been a lawyer. You got this reduced to a civil infraction. Counsel, I'm sorry. I'm going to call you next. My apologies. You got this reduced to a civil infraction, a nuisance. What law school did you go through?
One of Jesus Christ.
Okay. You don't have to go get printed at this point. Lisa, I'm not going to write all that down, but he's pleading a nuisance civil infraction. I'm not even going to have him go get printed at this point. So. Okay. I'll just make a note of that. We're going to dismiss the original charge. Need not get printed. I'll just highlight that on the bottom. Defendant need not get printed. So, wow. If I ever get in trouble, I'm going to have you represent me. To the charge of nuisance, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
$200. Please accept it. Riot afraid dismissed. You don't have to go get printed. All bond conditions, if you've already put them in, Lisa, They are going to need to be canceled. I don't know if you put them in yet or not, probably not, but if you did, they have to come out. You're all set. Go down the hall, pay your $200, you're all set. Good luck. Shakira Lindsay, Shakira Nicole Lindsay, 25B1495778. And B, good morning, counsel.
Please stop before children from after.
I don't know how honorable it is, but I'm just kidding.
May I approach? I wanted to submit.
Sure.
Paperwork. to the court.
Yeah, Johnny.
This is her,
Your name?
Shakira.
Okay, this is her AA. She's gone.
and a, letter she wanted you to receive. She,
No, what?
she's very contrite. She's taking this very seriously and,
Okay, so she said, all right, so she's letting me know she was raised in a two-parent household, taught the importance of responsibility, respect, accountability, ashamed her actions failed to reflect those values, given children depend on her for guidance, stability, and example. Mortified by my behavior and poor choices. The situation has been a true wake-up call, could have tragically harmed someone, injured an animal, wrecked someone's property. Good. Listen, everybody makes mistakes. It's good to see somebody that's a little bit humble about it. That always means something to judges, to be honest with you, and we can tell who's remorseful and who's not. So I give you credit for writing that. I gotta be honest, I'm concerned about, when I read this, that's pretty high BAC on this. That worries me. Okay, so you got to get this under control. Is everything in this report accurate, counsel?
yes, we did go over the precinct's report. There appears to be no deletions or corrections.
Anything that you would like to say on your client's behalf?
Yes, Your Honor, she is very remorseful for this. She does understand that this was a terrible mistake. She went to AA as soon as I started getting hired. She had been working on that. And I think she is going to right the ship and you won't see her again.
I didn't neglect it. Did I? I don't know why I don't have the bond sheet over here. I would have ordered some bond conditions. Did I order these or did she go voluntarily?
I believe you ordered them, but she was already going to go.
Yeah, I get it. I just don't see the bond sheets in here. Okay. Okay, good enough. Ma'am, what would you like to tell me?
I truly meant,
I believe you. I don't.
as far as the high BAC, that day I had no food at all. So I feel like the BAC contributed to nothing like soaking up none of the alcohol that I drank for my birthday.
Well, the birthday was 3 days before, right?
But I had a party that day.
On the 26th?
On the 25th.
25th? I thought somebody told me, didn't we change the offense date to the 26th? I made a note of that. That's what was on the ticket.
It was after 12.
Yeah, it had something to do with the time, with the latency. But I think what she's just trying to convey out, it is very serious that and it's of no I think she hadn't eaten that day, why the blood alcohol level wasn't unusually high, but at the same time, as the court mentioned, she still has to address the issues of alcohol, and that is of no excuse, and that is just what she was trying to say.
I understand. Okay. Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All right, counsel. You don't have any objection to the recommendations. I'm gonna have to have her bi-weekly test for a while. And I'm gonna have her go to AA, so till she's an outpatient. So just so you know, anything else with this recommendation that you have a problem with?
She's on a restricted license, to my understanding.
Right.
She has to take the kids to school, and that's
12 months probation. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court to violate a law. If you change your address, place of employment, or home telephone number, you must notify probation. You have to report as directed. I don't think she can drive her kids to school. Am I wrong? If I haven't had that issue come up, I don't think she can drive her kids to school. You better double check that. I don't believe that's true. She can take herself to school if she's going to school. She can't take her kids, I don't think. So you better double check that.
Okay.
No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal controlled substances. You're not to purchase, possess, or consume any one of those. You're not to go to any place where alcohol or drugs are being sold or dispensed other than, as its primary source. So in other words, I'm not going to violate you if you go into a pharmacy to pick up a prescription, but don't go to a bar. Don't go to a place where illegal drugs are being sold. Kratom poppy seeds and CBD oils are prohibited. Consuming food or other items containing those substances will be deemed a violation. You're going to submit to chemical testing, PBTs and ETGs bi-weekly for 2 months. If you're clean, I'll make it monthly, okay? But you have to go every time. And if you go and you're negative, I'll revert it to monthly or more on demand of probation. So if you go on the first of a month, the probation department still could tell you to go on the 10th. I just want you to be aware of that. Attend 12-step meetings twice a week. But by the way, kratom poppy seeds and CBD oils are prohibited. Consuming food or other items containing those substances will be deemed a violation. You're going to go to AANA twice a week until you're in outpatient treatment. Once you get in outpatient treatment, you no longer have to go to AA or NA. You do have to attend the Victims Impact Panel. That's one night put on by Mothers Against Drunk Drivers. You understand all of that?
Yes, sir.
4 days jail credit, 1 served, 3. I'm not sending you to jail, but this does merit some 2 days court work. $35 a day charge for that for a total of 70. So you're going to be on a court work program for 2 days. You're going to serve 1 day of community service. That has to be completed by January the 25th of 26. Fines $300, cost $250, 75 victims rights fee, $50 justice assessment fee. So your fines and costs amount to $675. Screening fees $60 for $735. Probation fees are $240 for $975. You have cost of recovery of $150 for $1125 plus your court work program fees. $1195 is your total. And you may be eligible for early discharge. You do all this in 6 months. You have no violations within the preceding 90 days. You're going to be discharged. You also have the other charge here of distracted driving, which was pled down from drive while license expired, and I'm simply going to give you fines and costs on that in the amount of $175. So including the $175 and the $1,195, your total here amounts to $1,370. Can she pay all that today?
I don't know about today, but she'll be able to.
How much do you have today?
I have to ask my dad.
Well, just tell me when you can pay all this. I'm not.
I will be able to pay it all after the holiday. So
Well, I don't want you to. You got young kids, right? You got your children. You got 2 children, and your husband works, though, or father works, right?
the father, yeah, he works.
I mean, does he live with you?
Yes.
Okay. So you got some support. I'm going to have you pay the $175 here by January. That's on the expired license. You're going to pay that by January the 16th.
Okay.
And then I'm going to have you pay, can you pay $75 a week starting on the 23rd of January?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
I'm going to have you pay $75 a week starting January 23rd. Listen, if you don't have the money, no problem. Call the court. We'll go on Zoom, or you can come in here on it before the due date. I don't care how many times we have to do it. Just don't ignore me, okay? I think that's disrespectful. You'll meet with probation. Counsel, I'm handing you back the AA verification, and I put the victim's rights statement or the statement she had in the file, okay? Nice to have you here. Good luck to you. Enjoy your holiday. Be careful. No drugs, no alcohol, okay?
Absolutely.
All right, good luck. Elizondo, Damiano Fidel Elizondo, 25B148458. Mr. Elizondo, I'm sorry it took so long here. Your name? Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear affirm the penalties of perjury. The testimony you'll give in these proceedings will be the whole true self you got.
Yes.
Since you were in court in front of me, you can put your hand down back on June the 18th. Have you been arrested?
No.
Any new charges?
No.
Any contact with the police?
No.
Dismissed, motion of the prosecutor. You've complied. Case closed. We'll send you a discharge. Sincerely wish you well. Good luck.
All right, thank
Stay
you.
out of trouble now, okay? License, Timothy Joseph License, 25B148200A. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Prosecute, your name?
Timothy Joseph License.
Raise your right hand. Somebody's swear affirm on penalties of perjury. The testimony given these proceedings be the whole truth, so help you God. The review hearing date isn't until May, but you're subject to early discharge right now. The prosecutor has no problem with dismissing this. Have you been in trouble since May 14th of 25?
Absolutely.
No arrests, no other cases pending? Motion of the prosecutor, case dismissed. Congratulations to you. Wish you well. Have a nice holiday. Thank you.
God bless.
Thank you. I need all of them I can get. Thanks. You need anything else down there?
Juju Gates has First, Cook, and Samuels.
I don't think I got any one of those.
Figures.
So if you want to call him in and have him bring those in, if he's ready, if not, we'll just get off and let him take his time or whatever.
He's in that front office. Yeah, there's no phone.
He doesn't have 289?
Oh, is that what that is?
I got it.
The front office? Oh, there we go.
All right, he's not answering. That's all right. All right, everybody stay seated.
Everybody?
I don't. I'm not.
Right.
Seating.
I know what you meant.
I wanted you to stand.
I know what you meant, Jeff.
And that.
Estoy
Yes, Your Honor.
May 25th, 2024, at the location of Oak Valley Drive near Sile Church in Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan. Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes, Your Honor.
Prior to operating that motor vehicle, had you ingested a controlled substance?
Yes, Your Honor.
Was it cocaine?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And you knew at the time that you ingested it, you knew it was cocaine?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Were you stopped by the police or was there an accident?
There was an accident.
What happened?
I became unconscious at some point while driving. And then next thing I remember is being picked up by the police.
All right. Had you also taken fentanyl?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And at some point you went unconscious and there was an accident?
Yes, Your Honor.
And were you transported to the hospital?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. There was a blood draw?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the blood draw indicated the presence of cocaine and fentanyl?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You don't have any reason to dispute those test results, do you?
No, Your Honor.
All right. And had you previously been convicted of operating while intoxicated on or about February 21st, 2019 in the 14B District Court?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Sir, if I accept your plea, between the time of your plea and the time of your sentencing, if you commit misconduct as defined by the Michigan court rules, first of all, you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea, and the court would no longer be bound by any sentence evaluation or recommendation. You understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is counsel aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
And have I complied with the court rule?
People are satisfied.
Satisfied, Judge.
Court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to this charge. Defendant is referred to probation for pre-sentence investigation and an alcohol screening and assessment, and is also referred to the Victims Impact Panel. Sentencing in this matter will be
December 22nd at 9 p.m.
December 22nd, 2025, 9 a.m.
Your Honor, I'd like to adjust bond, please.
You may.
So Mr. Adkins is in custody because he admitted to a bond violation for consuming alcohol at his last pretrial. I believe that was 2 weeks. So 2 weeks ago, so he has 14 days credit as of today. He is asking that the court reinstate his personal bond. He obviously has taken responsibility for this incident and that bond violation. This incident is over a year old, I believe. He did go to Oakdale immediately after this relapse. As we indicated to the court last time, he had previously been sober. This was a relapse and knew what he needed to do, which was go back to an inpatient program. Since then, he does go to AA multiple times a week. He does have a sponsor. So if the court is thinking, if he's released, how is he going to not go back to relapsing? He's been leaning on those supports. He also lives with his brother, who is sober and working his own sobriety journey, as well as his mother, who I believe may be here. She is here. She drove from Saginaw to be here to support him. I hope I'm not speaking out of turn, but she's also gone through her own sobriety journey. So he has a lot of people around him that will support his sobriety. He does have a very good job at a pizza parlor. He wants to get back to that work. He pays child support, so wants to support his children, and he recently got a order for visitation. So there's now an order for that. He wants to comply with that. He is willing to comply with any stepped up bond conditions, including a scram. He doesn't drive. He doesn't have a working vehicle at this time, and obviously the court knows his license is going to be revoked as part of this case. And obviously Ms. Pilara will be supervising him and with any other programming pieces that will support his sobriety. So given all that, we're asking for the court to consider releasing him. He is, he wanted the court to remember, he did voluntarily come to court. I did tell him he was going to be remanded last time. He is a trustee in the jail already, even during his short stint. So, well, not short to you, but so yeah, given all that, we're asking for a reinstatement of his personal bond.
I don't need anything from the people. I'm not necessarily opposed to it if the proper things are in place, but I'm not going to do anything until I have an assessment to try to figure out exactly where he is. Once I can see that, then I'll consider alternatives to his incarceration at this point, with the understanding that, we had the hiccup regarding testing, regarding all of that, and I've been working with this defendant, and we get the violation, so.
And I'd like to just make a record, Your Honor, that I will put my trust in Ms. Pilara's decision. So if she feels that release is appropriate or whatever conditions that she dictates to the court, the people will support her position and just take that if it needs to be done quickly. So that we don't do it without having to have it get consulted. Whatever Ms. Pilara thinks is good, we'll go with.
Okay.
We'll work on getting the assessment done as quickly as possible, Judge.
As quickly as you can, sir. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Ma'am, thank you for driving down to support your son. Court does call the case of the people versus Luttrell, Washington.
Conrad Siller on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Good morning, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perry on behalf of Mr. Washington. Sir, we have a resolution in place.
Oh, there he is.
I'm sorry.
Mr. Washington, can you state your name, please?
Luttrell, Washington.
I'm sorry, I just went right. We just have to get the paperwork together, so I'm asking for brief adjournment. I'm hoping we'll resolve it at the next pretrial.
And actually felt this for the people in the state matter, not opposed.
Adjourn this matter to December 17th, 2025, 9 a.m. All right, bond will continue. Thank you, Mr. Washington. Or Court calls case People versus John Hart. Two cases.
Good afternoon, this is the public defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Mr. Hart. Mr. Hart, state your name for the record.
John Joseph Hart.
You know, I've got something in here. It's not, it's just blank. They didn't fill in anything. Why in the heck? Jeez. It's just sloppy. Go ahead.
State your name for the record.
John Joseph Hart, sir.
Already. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Mr. Hart, if I didn't already. Your Honor, we're just requesting an adjournment. Mr. Hart has a number of pending cases, hoping to try to resolve everything together. He's serving a sentence before Judge Valvo right now. We believe he'll be in for the next like 6-ish weeks. So at least
he's in till the new year.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
That's correct, Your Honor. I think there's about 12 open cases right now. I'll also put on the record, looks like there's one more that is currently evaluating for charges.
That class. January 7th. Is that right?
Yeah.
2026, 9 a.m. Bond will continue. But will he be out from Judge Bravo's sentence by that time?
I'm taking a new beginning class, in jail class, I should be by then.
He's got to complete that.
I gotta complete that class in order to get out. That's
In order to get out.
In order to get out, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, well, then that's the earliest date I've got around that time.
And I will complete that class, believe me.
See if we can get it done. All right.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes. Court calls case People versus Michelle Campbell.
Ashley Feltus with the people.
Good morning, this is the public defender Lauren.
1 second.
Did she say her name? Last person that told me that was driving. Just saying. Where? Oh, they're getting her. She's in?
Yes.
Yes, I'm sorry. All right, Ms. Campbell, can you state your name for me?
Michelle Campbell.
Thank you. All right, what are we doing?
An offer was made. I just would like some more time to speak with these people.
All right. I'll adjourn these matters to December 17th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continue. All right, thank you.
December 17th here.
Yes. Court does call the case of the People versus Marcus Jackson.
Feltus with the people.
And Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate on behalf of Mr. Jackson, who is approaching. Please state your name for the record, sir.
Marcus Jackson. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm respectfully requesting an adjournment. Mr. Jackson is being held on other matters, but I'm requesting adjournment for 2 reasons. I did get an offer yesterday from the people, but also Mr. Jackson did inform me when I met with him on Monday, he may be retaining Mr. Goldstein in this matter as well.
Okay, do you know if that would happen within the next couple of weeks?
Yes, sir. I already have ghosting on my other cases, and he's supposed to have this one, but I don't know.
You don't know, okay. Well, I know I set his other case for the 17th, I think, so.
That's
So so what I'll do is I'll adjourn it out to December 17th, 2025, 9 AM. You guys work that out, and he'll be here at some point during that day. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Fine, continue. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Were you ready on the other?
Oh, yes, yes, Your Honor.
Who's that one? And then court recalls the case over and over again, like Groundhog's Day. People versus Brandon Davis.
Conrad Siller on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Keep calling this name. This is Brandon Gregory Davis.
And Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Brandon Gregory Davis. Sir, can you please unmute and state your name for the court?
Yes, Brandon Davis, Brandon Gregory Davis.
Thank you, Your Honor. I did further discuss with Mr. Davis the double parking offer that's available to him, and he would like to accept that today.
So, Your Honor, I moved it.
Correct.
I moved.
Go.
Yep, that's correct.
ahead,
I moved
sir.
to add count. I moved to add count to double parking. Of course, if you accept that admission, move to dismiss original charge.
And Mr. Brandon Gregory Davis, do you admit responsibility to the fact that on the date of September 6, 2025, Laurel Road in Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan, that you did double park a motor vehicle?
Yes.
All right, court will accept that admission to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Fines and cost of $180. When do you think you can get that paid, sir?
I could say 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks. All right. Get it paid before the end of the year. So get it paid before December 31st. All right, sir?
Okay, perfect.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right,
Appreciate
thanks,
your
man.
patience.
Yeah,
Have a good holiday.
Yeah, you
Thanks.
too.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls the case of. Do this. Court calls the case People versus Zion Jones.
Conrad Siller on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones, state your name for the record, please.
Jones.
So, Your Honor, the plan was to adjourn to see if Mr. Jones was going to be released on his felony case. However, I did notice that Mr. Stiller extended a double parking resolution. So what that means, Mr. Jones, is if you want to resolve it today, the misdemeanor would be dismissed. You admit to a civil infraction, it's a fine of $180, doesn't go on your driving record or your criminal record.
Yeah, we can do that.
So we'd like to accept the offer, yes.
So I'd move to add count 2 of double parking. Of course, if you accept that admission, move to dismiss original charge.
And Mr. Jones, you admit responsibility to the fact that on May 11, 2022, at the location of Gulfside Drive at Pittsfield Township, that you double parked a motor vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
Say yes.
Yes.
Okay. Court will accept the admission to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Fines and costs of $180, but he's in for a bit of.
A CCW, I believe, right?
Yeah. $180. That will be due and payable 90 days after release.
I'll be seeing Simpson tomorrow.
He'll be back before you tomorrow, Your Honor.
I heard him. He's going to see Simpson. That'd be Judge Simpson, but that's okay. You know, all right. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
All right. Take care, Judge. Court calls KQ versus Carell Brown.
Ashley Feltus for the people.
Good morning, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Mr. Brown.
Showing up.
He just had his camera on.
Carell Brown.
Yes, this is Carell Brown.
I have before me a plea form and indicates he's going to plead guilty to the charge of retail fraud third degree, 93-day offense. Upon his successful, well, that's as charged. And then defendant agrees, defendant will seek HIDA at sentencing from the court, but
Yes,
the
sir.
court's not making an agreement.
That is correct.
Sir, please raise your right. He's got to keep his camera on.
I'm sorry, my front camera is broken.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
State your name again for the record.
Correll Brown Jr.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Sir, it is this court's understanding you're going to plead guilty to the charge of retail fraud third degree. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail, $500 fine plus court costs. The fine could be increased if 3 times the value of the property taken. If that's greater than $500, that would become the maximum fine. You understand that, sir?
Yes.
Still wish to plead guilty?
Yes.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
And you understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind?
Yes.
You signed an advice of rights form or had it signed on your behalf after discussion?
Yes.
Any question regarding any of those rights?
No.
Please look, if you've got a copy of paragraph 5, those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand by pleading guilty, you'll be giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that form.
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right?
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
Yes.
Were you on probation or parole at the time of this offense?
No.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plead?
No.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No.
You're doing this voluntarily and of your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
And also because you believe that you're guilty of this offense?
Yes.
May 26, 2025, at the location of 3825 Carpenter Road in Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan. What did you do at the Meijer that makes you think that you're guilty?
I placed items that were on sale inside my grocery bag, which I intended not to pay for.
All right, and you just tried to walk out of the store with that?
Yes.
These items that you placed in the bag, these were items that were offered for sale by Meijer?
Yes, I believe so.
What do you mean you believe so? Was Meijer selling the stuff that you put in your bag and tried to walk out?
Oh, I'm sorry, yes.
Store was open to the public at the time?
Yes.
And nobody from Meijer gave you permission to do that, did they?
No.
If I accept your plea, sir, between the time of your plea and the time of sentencing, you commit misconduct as defined under the Michigan court rules. First, you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea, and the court would not be bound by any sentence evaluation or recommendation. You understand that, sir?
Yes, I understand, Your Honor.
All right. Counsel, are you aware of any of the promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
No, Your Honor. No, Your Honor.
And have I complied with the court rule?
People are satisfied.
Satisfied, Judge.
The court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to this charge. Defendant is referred to probation for a pre-sentence investigation and report. Sentencing in this matter will be January 14th, 2025, 26, 9 a.m. Bond will continue. All right, sir, I need you to wait on the line. I'm going to put you into a breakout room with our probation intake so we can begin the sentencing process. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Court calls case People versus Joshua Wara. That's your name?
Say your name.
All right, thank you. What are we doing? Peace pro per. All right, Mr. Wara, what do you want to do on this case?
Hello, how you doing?
Mr. Wara?
And I got, you know how you gave, told me to go to the forensic center, right?
I can't make out what he's saying.
I said, you know how they told me to go to the forensic center and get a evaluation, right?
I do believe I submitted a competency order.
I got the results.
Yes, there's a competency order that's been submitted. Pardon?
Who just stated above, based on a personal observation of the person doing the following actions and the following thing. Says believes he has a Neuralink chip implanted in his head. The chip talks to him and control when he sleeps and eats. CSM witness consumer interacted with internal stimuli. Consumer admitted to hitting his head on the wall due to Neuralink talking to him. That's what they said with forensic center.
Okay, Mr. Wara, I'm gonna interrupt you right now. I think you finished, but I'm just gonna advise you that at this time, because there's a presumption that you are competent prior to an evaluation, that you are before the court on the charge. You are before the court on the charge of receipt and concealment of stolen property, 200 to 1,000. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year incarceration, a $2,000 fine plus court costs. The fine could be increased 3 times the value of the property taken. If that's greater than $2,000, that would become the maximum fine. I would also advise you, because you have elected to represent yourself, there are great risks in representing yourself, but you should be advised that the court will treat you the same as I would treat any other party. There would be a presumption that you know the Michigan court rules and the rules of evidence. I would treat you no worse nor favorable because you are not represented by counsel. If at any time during the course of these proceedings you wish to be represented by counsel, you would have to advise the court that that's what you would wish to do and to have an attorney, and the court would at that time make sure that there was an attorney to represent you. Do you understand all of that, Mr. Waller?
You understand that? Do you understand that?
Yeah, what is it saying on store? What is it talking about?
Mr. Roy, do you understand what I just told you?
You said something about stealing something, but I haven't stolen anything, sir. I've been in jail the whole time. I've been in jail the whole time.
All right.
If I don't get out, I get this damn hooked up and have to pay.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to make the presumption that the defendant heard and understood what the court said, and to the extent he could not, it may be related to the issue of competency, which the people who have filed the petition. I have signed the order regarding competency. I will order the forensic evaluation. I will set a competency hearing in this matter for. Yes. Competency hearing in this case will be set for March 4th, 2026, 9 a.m. Bond will continue. Thank you, sir.
For the record, Your Honor, I did supply the discovery materials to Lieutenant Arnett to get to the defendant.
All right, so discovery has been supplied to. Thank you. That was fine. Court calls case, People versus Paris Lester.
Conrad Siller on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
All 3 cases.
Good afternoon, this morning, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perry, on behalf of Mr. Lester. State your name for the record, please.
Lester. Thank you.
Your Honor, Mr. Lester would like to request another adjournment. I think the plan is to set these for final settlement, all 3.
At some point.
At some point, right. He's serving a sentence. His expected out date is January, end of January.
The end of January?
Right.
All right. So do you want me to adjourn it out or just set the February dates right now? I mean, what do you want? February.
You want to do the.
Can we just set the dates now?
Okay, that works, Your Honor.
That works? All right. So in each of these matters, I'll set jury final settlement conference for February 6th, 2026 at 9 a.m. Jury selection, if necessary, February 9th, 2026 at 8 30. That will be in person. All right. Yeah,
If you change your mind,
Yeah.
then we can ask him.
and bond and
Okay.
Okay.
you still want me to do that? Or
I just wanted to adjourn it. I just wanted to speak with her further on it. That was it. I didn't want to set it for trial right now.
We'll find.
We'll go.
Without, if you want to adjourn it, we can ask for a January date. If you want to set it for final settlement, we can do that. What do you want to do?
Just leave it. We'll talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Your
Very
Honor.
good. If something changes and you want it moved up, then I'll consider it. I won't guarantee it, but I'll consider it.
Appreciate it, Your Honor.
Thank you. Court calls the case, People versus Leslie Brown.
Good morning. Lauren Kearney on behalf of Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown, state your name for the record, please.
Leslie Brown.
All right, I have before me a plea form that indicates he'll be pleading guilty to charge of retail fraud third degree. And that's an added count 2, 93-day offense. Upon a successful plea to that charge, count 1 would be dismissed. That's the court's full understanding of the agreement.
That is our understanding as well.
All right, Mr. Brown, can you raise your right hand, please? You solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth so help you God.
Yes.
State your name again for the record, sir.
Leslie Brown.
All right. Sir, it is this court's understanding that you're going to plead guilty to the charge of retail fraud in the third degree. That's a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 93 days in jail, $500 fine plus court costs. The fine could be increased to 3 times the value of the property taken. If that's greater than $500, that would become the maximum fine. You understand that, sir? Still wish to plead guilty?
Yes, sir.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty, you will not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, sir.
You went over an advisor rights form and gave your attorney permission to sign that form?
Yes, sir.
You have any question regarding any of the rights or anything contained on that form?
I do not.
You understand that you're giving up the rights contained on that form, particularly the rights contained under paragraph 5, your trial rights?
Yes, sir.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right?
Yes, sir.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, sir.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's
No.
been stated here today on the record to get you to plead?
No, sir.
Has anybody threatened you or coerced you?
No, sir.
You're doing this voluntarily and of your own free will?
Yes, sir.
And also because you believe that you are indeed guilty of this offense?
Yes, sir.
On the date of April 17, 2025, at the location of, this is 3825, at 3825 Carpenter Road, Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan, what did you do at the Meijer that makes you think that you're guilty?
I walked into the Meijer store that was open to the public. While it was open to the public, I attempted to walk out of the store without permission with items that were in my bag, within my cart. I walked through the self-scan and just walked through without paying or scanning or without permission.
Okay, he's been listening to the pleas. He's been listening to the pleas. I don't have to ask many more things other than the only thing he forgot is these items that you took. These were items that were offered for sale by Meijer?
They were, sir, yes.
All right. Sir, I do have to advise you that if you commit misconduct between the time of my acceptance of your plea and the time of sentencing, that you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea and that you would not, and the court would not be bound by any sentence evaluation or recommendation. You understand that, sir?
I do understand, sir.
All right. Is counsel aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which had led to this plea?
No, Your Honor. No, Your Honor.
And have I and the defendant complied with the court rule?
I'm satisfied. That's fine.
Yeah, all right. Court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Defendant is referred to probation for a pre-sentence investigation and report. Sentencing in this matter will be
January 14th.
2026, 9 a.m. Bond will continue. Mr. Brown, I need you to wait on the line. We're going to put you into a breakout room with my probation department so we can start the process, sir. All right?
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Have a good holiday.
You also.
Court calls the case, People versus Thomas Sharon.
Good morning, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Mr. Sharon. Mr. Sharon, state your name for the record, please.
Thomas Sharon.
All right. He's going to need it. I think he had those last time. All right. Mr. Sharon, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah.
All right. Very good. All right. What are we doing on here?
Your Honor, you should have a plea form.
I do in this.
There are two files.
I see. Okay. I do have a plea form that indicates that he's going to plead no contest to the charge of assault and or assault and battery. The 93-day offense. Upon the successful plea to that charge, the case number 25-1-1601 would be dismissed.
Yes, sir.
That's the court's full understanding of it.
That's correct.
All right. May I have him sworn?
Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear to affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing. State your name, please. State your name.
Thomas Sharon.
All right, sir. It is this court's understanding that you are going to be pleading no contest to the charge of assault and or assault and battery.
Yes.
That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail, $500 fine plus court costs. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you understand what a no contest plea is?
Yes.
All right. Two things about it I have to make sure you understand. First thing is that it means that you're not further desirous or wanting to contest this charge. You understand that?
Yes.
The other thing you need to understand is that for purposes of sentencing, the court will treat you the same as though you had pled guilty. You understand that?
Yes.
All right. Basis for the no contest plea.
Lack of recollection, Your Honor.
All right. So, sir, to that charge of assault and or assault and battery, how do you plead?
No contest.
All right. You understand that by pleading no contest, you will not have a trial of any kind?
Yes.
All right. You had signed or given permission to sign an advice of rights form. Is that correct? Any question regarding any of those rights?
No.
You'll see on the podium in front of you a copy of that. If you could look at paragraph 5, the highlighted one. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand that by pleading no contest, you're giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that.
Yes.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today to get you to plead?
No.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No.
Doing this voluntarily
Yes.
and of your own free will?
Yes.
Court has been provided and has reviewed Pittsfield Township Department of Public Safety for their report 25-18872. Any objections to the court having reviewed that report?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Based upon a review of that report, the court does find that there's a sufficient factual basis in which the court could determine the defendant's guilt of this offense. Sir, I do have to advise you that if you commit misconduct between the time of my acceptance of your plea and the time of sentencing, misconduct is defined under the Michigan court rules, you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea, and the court would no longer be bound by any sentence evaluation or recommendation. You understand that, sir?
Yes.
All right. Counsel aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which are led to this plea?
I'm not, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
And has the court complied with the court rule and would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
All right. Court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to assault and battery as contained in the file ending in 1602. The case 25-1601 is dismissed. Defendant is referred to probation for pre-sentence investigation and report. Sentencing in this matter will be December 22nd, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond will continue. Thank you, sir.
I gotta see her again.
Court calls the case. You're all set. Court calls the case, People versus Zachary Burlett.
Ashley Feltus for the people. And Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with on behalf of Mr. Burlett, is present via Zoom. Sir, can you please state your name for the court? I think you couldn't hear Mr. Burlett. Can you state your name again?
I'm sorry. Can you? Hello.
Zachary. Yes. Can you state your name?
Zachary Burlett.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor. I'm asking to set this case for a final settlement conference.
Jury final settlement conference will be set for February 6, 2026, 9 a.m. Jury selection, if necessary, February 9th, 2026 at 8:30. Both of those proceedings are in person. Bond will continue. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Court calls case People versus Randolph Taylor.
Conrad Solar on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
And Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with on behalf of Mr. Taylor, who is approaching. What's your name, sir?
Randolph Taylor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. There's a resolution in this matter. Mr. Siller has offered for Mr. Taylor to plead to the civil infraction of double parking. In exchange, the misdemeanor to be dismissed. I have discussed that with him and he'd like to accept that today.
That's correct, Your Honor. So I move to add count 2 of double parking. You accept that admission, move to dismiss the original charge.
Sir, do you admit responsibility to the fact that on February 22nd, 2024, at the location of Ann Arbor Slane Road in Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan, that you double parked a motor vehicle?
Yes.
All right, court will accept that admission to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Fines and cost of $180. That will be due 90 days after your release.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Taylor.
Court calls case of the People versus Stephanie Ardella. Ardella. Arraignment without counsel. They're not here. I've already issued an order to show cause and a bench warrant. How'd this get on my docket? It did. Okay. Bench warrant will issue for defendant's failure to approve the bond will be set in the amount of $10,000, 10%. I'll indicate on it no recall. The previous one had been. Thank you. Court calls case People versus Kiwanda K. Thomas. I said that all wrong.
Ashley Feltus for the people.
Maybe.
And Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Ms. Thomas, who is approaching. Is your
Hello.
record, Ms. Thomas?
Kiwanis Quay Cynthia Rose Thomas.
Thank you, Your Honor. I am requesting an adjournment. My office, we do not yet have the discovery. We may have received it within the past day, but it has not been uploaded yet. So I'm requesting an adjournment. Ms. Thomas is being held on other matters, but I would request the briefest adjournment possible.
Got it. I'll adjourn it to December 17th, 2025, 9 a.m. or by indicates.
Thank you.
Bond continue.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Court calls case of the People versus Julina Azir. Oh, what's your name?
Delina Azir.
All right. Ma'am, you are before the court on, this is an arraignment. And so you're before the court on a complaint that alleges that on or about July 7th, 2025, location of Plum Hollow Drive near Michigan Avenue in Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, state of Michigan, that you did commit the offense of aggravated assault upon an Asohama. Do you understand the nature of that charge, ma'am?
Not fully, no.
All right. I'm not asking you whether or not you did it, but do you understand what you're charged with?
Yes.
If you don't, you can just say, I don't understand it. But
You can explain it to me, but I think I have a kind of an.
all right, let me do it this way in explaining it to you. The complaint specifically alleges that you did make an assault without being armed with a weapon on the Asohama and did inflict a serious or aggravated injury upon that person, but without intending to commit the crime of murder or inflict great bodily harm less than the crime of murder.
Mhm.
How do you understand what you're charged with?
Yes.
Yes. All right. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year incarceration, a $1,000 fine plus court costs. You understand that?
I do, yes.
All right. First question I have for you is, do you want to be represented by an attorney?
I do, yeah.
All right. Assistant Public Defender.
Good morning, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Miss Azir. We will waive formal reading and stand mute to the charges, please.
Defendant every way formal reading, standing mute to the charge. Court will enter a not guilty plea. Pre-trial in this matter will be adjourned to December 17th, 2025, 9 a.m. or as your invite indicate. As the bond in this case, I'll set the bond at a $10,000 personal recognizance bond. I'll order standard conditions, including no assault behavior or possession or use of any weapons or anything fashioned to be a weapon. You understand that, ma'am?
I do, yes.
I'll also indicate there should be no possession or consumption of any alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal drug. I will also indicate that you're to have no contact with Asohama. Understand that?
Yes.
Anything else?
No, thank you.
Thank you. Court calls the cases of the people versus Matthew Wallace.
Conrad Solar on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Good morning, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Mr. Wallace. Mr. Wallace, state your name for the record, please.
Matthew Wallace.
You know, we are still working on a global, so we're asking for an adjournment. Mr. Wallace has PCCs before Your Honor tomorrow.
Pardon, he's got cases before me tomorrow.
Right.
And so how much time are you gonna, I mean, I can give you the 17th or the 7th. That's real.
I'll take the 17th if that's okay.
That's fine.
I think we're working through things, so.
We got it circled. All right.
De delito menor, dejar a una persona sin licencia manejar su vehículo, si usted se declara culpable de eso, está dispensando, renunciando sus derechos en cuanto a eso. No va a tener derecho a juicio, ¿entiende?
I do not want to know your immigration status, but I do have to tell you, if you plead guilty to this misdemeanor charge, there could be immigration consequences. Do you understand that?
No quiero saber su estatus inmigratorio en este momento. Nada más le estoy explicando que si uno declara culpable a este delito menor, es posible que pueda tener un impacto en el estatus de inmigración de uno. ¿Entiende?
Entiendo.
I understand.
To the charge allowing unlicensed driver to drive, how do you plead?
El cargo de dejar a una persona sin licencia manejar su vehículo, ¿cómo se declara? ¿Culpable o no culpable?
Culpable.
Guilty.
To the charge distracted driving causing an accident, responsible or not responsible?
Al cargo de manejar de manera distraída y causar un accidente, ¿cómo se declara? ¿Responsable o no responsable?
No responsable.
¿Responsable o no responsable?
Responsable.
Responsible.
Were you in control of a 2014 Chevrolet that was being operated on October 27 of 25 on Huron River Drive in the township of Brownstown?
En el condado de Brownstown, el 25 de octubre, usted estaba en control de un Chevrolet que estaba manejando en ese vecindario ese día?
Sí, fue el día 27.
Yes. And I said 25, Your Honor, but he said 27. The 27th.
Okay. And were you in a motor vehicle operating that vehicle when you were suspended or unlicensed?
Estaba manejando ese vehículo en el momento que tenía vencido o suspendido la licencia?
Sí.
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole right now, sir?
¿Está bajo libertad condicional en alguna otra parte en este momento, señor?
Sí.
Counsel,
yes.
is he on probation or parole?
No, Your Honor. He's out on an immigration bond. I think that's what he's referring to, but he's not on probation or parole for any criminal matter.
No, mi cliente no está bajo libertad condicional, nada más está en un proceso de algo de la inmigración, pero no tiene que ver con libertad condicional, no.
Has anybody forced you to plead guilty, sir?
¿Le ha obligado a alguien a declararse culpable? ¿Está obligado por alguien?
No.
He said no?
No. No.
I'll accept the plea to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. I'll accept the plea to distracted driving causing an accident. I'm going to dismiss the drive while unlicensed, as well as the failure to yield and the no proof of insurance.
Entonces, voy a aceptar la declaración de culpabilidad de dejar a una persona sin licencia manejar el vehículo. Voy a aceptar la culpabilidad de manejar de manera distraído. Voy a sobreseguir lo de manejar sin licencia, lo de no tener prueba de seguro de conducir y lo de fallo de ceder en un accidente.
Counsel, would you like to say anything before I sentence him?
Abogado, ¿quiere decir algo antes del fallo?
If I may briefly, Judge.
Sure.
Your Honor, I just asked the court to issue fines and costs in lieu of any jail time. My client is here from Mexico, an immigrant. He entered lawfully with a work visa. This incident had him detained by ICE for about a month. He spent in immigration detention before he was released on a bond. He has no prior criminal history. This is the first incident that he has with law enforcement. He is hoping to wrap up this case and then return back to Mexico voluntarily, Judge. So we just asked the court again to issue fines and costs.
Su señoría, nada más estoy pidiendo que mi cliente recibe nada más los costos y las multas y no tiempo en el cárcel. Mi cliente es un inmigrante de México. Él vino aquí de manera legal con un visa de trabajo, pero en este incidente se le detuvo la inmigración con ICE por un mes antes de que le dieron alta bajo la fianza. No tiene ninguna otra cosa pendiente en sus antecedentes criminales. Es su primer incidente, es su deseo de regresar a su país. Entonces pido que nada más el fallo incluya nada más los costos y la multa.
Anything you would like to say, Mr. Hernandez Cancino?
Señor Hernández Cancino, ¿le gustaría decir algo?
No.
No.
$195 on the distracted driving causing accident.
Mm-hmm.
On the allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, $100 fines, 100 costs. $75 victim's rights fee, $50 justice assessment, that's 3 1/4. And I'm going to charge interpreter fees of 120. I think that probably is light, but I'll do that for 445 or 90 days. So your total here is 640. Can he pay all that today, counsel? Okay, before you answer, let the interpreter interpret.
Entonces, por la multa de manejar de manera distraído, 190. Para dejar a una persona sin licencia a manejar el vehículo, $100. Los costos de corte, $100. Costo de impacto a las víctimas, 75. Los costos de justicia, 50. Los costos de intérprete, 120. Entonces, estos son total de $640. ¿Puede pagarlo el día de hoy, abogado?
Your Honor, respectfully, I'd ask the court for a little bit of time to get that money together.
Does
2
he
weeks
have-
should suffice.
How long?
2 weeks if the court would oblige.
No problem. Can he
2 semanas.
pay it all by December 17th?
¿Usted puede pagarlo todo por el 17 de diciembre?
Sí, así es.
Yes, I can.
12/17. Listen, if you don't have the money, no problem. Just call the court. We'll go on Zoom. I'll give you an extension. I have no problem. Just please don't ignore me. I hate that, okay?
Por favor, no me ignores.
I
Págalo por el
guarantee,
17.
I guarantee you, if you ask for an extension, I'm going to give it to you. I don't care how many times we have to do it.
Thank you, Your Honor. We appreciate that.
Se lo debe el 17 de diciembre que lo pague. Si no puede pagarlo a esa fecha, por favor, venga en Zoom, pídeme una extensión, le voy a conceder eso. No me ignores, nada más págalo o pide una extensión.
Good luck to you, Mr. Hernandez Cancino. Thank you, Mr. El Sayed. And
Thank you so
thank
much.
you, Ms. Heisley. You're always really good at this. Thank you so much.
My
I should
pleasure.
have paid more attention in Spanish class in high school. You know that?
Me
Yes, sir.
too. Me too. Take care, everybody. Good.
Thank
Adiós,
you.
señor.
Bye.
Buena suerte.
Thank
Adiós.
you.
Okay.
Tony
Gracias.
Garrett Bradley, 25B149597A and B. Who's your lawyer? Mr. Baldwin?
Yes, sir.
Listen, this is just an adjournment. He's busy. I can wait for him, or I can just give you a new date. You just give you a new date? But I've already, well, no, I haven't. Jeez.
You always stand in for him, Joe? If it's just a ring?
Yeah, come on in here. It's just drive while license suspended, and there's a second count and no proof of insurance. So does he stand your appearance, and does he stand mute?
Good morning, Judge. Mazagat, appearing on behalf of the defendant in place of House Counsel Michael Baldwin. We'll stand in waive reading, Judge.
I'm going to enter a not guilty plea. I'm going to give you a $500 personal bond. You don't have to post any money, but here are your bond conditions. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate any law. You must appear in court as directed. Your pretrial date will be on
December 17th at 8:30.
at 8:30. Okay. If you want a court appointed going forward, though, you're going to have to fill out a petition for one. Okay. So we'll hand you that if you want one. You can sit down at one of those tables and fill it out, and then go down the hall, get your notice. Any question?
Oh, no, Your Honor. I don't need to do that. I'm going to seek legal representation.
You're going to retain your own?
Yes.
Fair enough. Good luck.
Thank you.
Do you have Cook?
Yes.
McKaylee, Marie, and Cook, 25B149846A and B. We have 2 charges here.
Good morning, Judge. Well,
Ma'am, your name? What's going on, Ms. Cook? You going,
Suspended and
no, I know. Does she stay at me? Wait for me. And now she's going to plead to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive and no proof.
of insurance.
So he's got this written down, or they got this, your name?
Caitlin Foley Parent, Roseland Township.
So you kind of double clutched here. You wrote allowing unlicensed driver to drive and no proof of insurance that the defendant's pleading to, and then you said dismiss drive while suspended, no insurance.
So she didn't have proof to provide lost.
So she's just pleading to no proof.
Correct.
But that's all he wrote her for, right? I mean,
No insurance.
yeah, he wrote that down, but it's still under that. Okay. So if you plead to no proof, that's 0 points. If you plead to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, that's 0 points, and that's punishable by up to 500 fines, 90 days jail, costs are all those. You're good. You understand that? Yes? And if you plead to those two, I'm going to dismiss the suspend charge. There's not going to be a no insurance charge. He wrote the 185. I think he intended it for it to be a civil infraction. He checked that box. So that would essentially be a plea as charged. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Did you sign an advice of rights form here today, and did you read it and understand?
Yeah.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights, and there will not be a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
To the charge, allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, how do you plead?
Yeah.
To the charge, no proof of insurance, responsible or not responsible. Were you operating a motor vehicle on November 15 of 25, a 2007 Ford being operated on Gibraltar near Juniper and Brownstown at 11:54 p.m.? Did you allow somebody to drive that was unlicensed, and was that you?
Yeah.
Are you on probation or parole? Anybody force you to plead guilty? Please accept it, allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. Please accept it, the no proof. I'm dismissing the suspend. Counsel, how bad's her record? She's a young kid. What are you, 18?
Yes, it's not the best.
She's in high school at least. Did you graduate?
I didn't graduate.
Why not?
I started working.
Where?
I don't have a job anymore, but I was working at IHOP, and then I also worked somewhere else.
How far did you get in school?
So 12. I just didn't graduate.
Making plans to go back.
Not at the moment.
Young lady. Nothing wrong with working at IHOP.
Well, I don't work there no more.
I know, but you're not working now. That's worse.
Yeah.
Why'd you leave IHOP?
We got new management.
Did they fire you?
Yeah.
How long have you been at IHOP?
Like a month and a week now.
And where have you applied since then?
I tried working at the Fuji place.
At the where?
Fuji place in Monroe.
What's Fuji? Water?
No, like.
With a restaurant?
Yes, it's Chinese food.
Okay, what happened?
I didn't like it. I've also.
Wait a minute. Wait. How long did you work at Fuji?
For like a day, the training wasn't proper.
I know, but listen to me. You seem like a nice kid. You really do. You really do. We can't eat if we don't work, and we can't work if we don't have skills, and we can't advance if we don't have high school diplomas. Now, do what you want. But this stuff about I don't like it, you know how many things I've done and Mr. Gates done and everybody else in this building has done that they didn't like? I remember working in plants when I was a kid. I hated it. Did study for the bar exam. Get past that. You got to get a job. Where do you live with your parents?
Yes.
Your mom and dad are still together?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to ask. Okay. Look at me. Just when you're walking out of here today, ask yourself what you're going to do to better yourself. You seem like a really nice kid. I could tell that when you came up the first time. And I don't know why I had this bad feeling that you were being just a little bit irresponsible. We've all been irresponsible from time to time. You know what I'm saying, Mr. Gaith? You ever been irresponsible? I have. We don't want to take the easy way out, okay? Go get yourself a job today. There's a million of them. Okay?
Thank you.
All right. So we're going to continue with this now, but I hope you're listening to what I'm saying. All right. What do you have to say?
Just that she's hopefully trying to get her license back at this point. So we're trying to work out the best possible offer to put her in that position. She understands that she needs to have a valid license, and she has assured me that she will work on that. Am I correct?
Yes.
Where did you go, Monroe High?
Yeah, so Orchard.
If I go light on your fines, will you promise me you're going back to school?
Yes. We get online school now.
I don't care. Get a diploma. Get a job. Okay? What else?
Judge, she's, at this point, Judge, she's prepared to pay $150 towards any fines and costs.
Well, I can't be that nice about it. Is there anything else?
I have nothing.
Anything else?
No.
I'm gonna go light, but you're gonna promise me you're going back to get a job somewhere today, right? You're gonna apply for it to at least 5 places unless somebody hires you on the spot today, and you're gonna get either a high school diploma or a GED, right? Yes?
Yes.
Don't lie to me.
Yeah.
You want to say anything else? No? Do you have insurance now?
She
Yeah.
doesn't.
Good. What happened? I can go later on that then too. Fines cost of 120 on the no insurance. You can't, she didn't have it in effect on that day though.
It was actually in effect on that date. It was valid since October 6th.
Really?
Yes.
All right, fines cost of $80 on that. On the allowing unlicensed driver to drive, 50 fines, 50 costs, 75 victims' rights, $50 justice assessment, 2.25 or 30 days. That's based on you going back. You're going to pay the $80 on the no proof of insurance now. When I say going back, going and getting your diploma or GED and getting a job today, right? And then she has, you said 150, right?
Correct.
She's going to pay the no proof today. She's going to pay 70 on the allowing unlicensed driver to drive. She'll have a balance of 155 on that case. I'm just going to give her until June the 16th to pay that. Okay.
Thank you.
Now, ma'am, if you don't have the money, call the court. We'll go on Zoom. I'll be glad to give you an extension, or you can walk in here. When you're running Ford Motor Company or the Detroit Tiger Organization, come back in here in 5 years and tell me that, will you? All right. Have a great day. Good luck to you.
Just to clarify, you said June 16 or January?
I hope I said January.
You said June, Judge, just to mention.
I don't know what's happened. I don't know if it's old age or. Jeez, January 16th, I wrote down. I'm sorry. My apologies. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Can I have Hurst up here? Teresa Hurst. Teresa Lativia Hurst, 25B 149712 A and B.
Good morning, Judge. Mazzagate, Karen Athens, Thursday.
Ma'am, your name? So I arraigned her and then she told me she wanted a lawyer and I'd already set bond conditions and I'm going to continue those bond conditions. In the meantime, she wants an adjournment, right, counsel? So I'll go ahead and adjourn it. And ma'am, you're going to have to, where do you work at?
Metro Airport.
What do you do there?
Customer service supervisor.
How much you make there?
About $41 an hour.
How much?
$41 an hour.
How much?
$41.
Will they hire me? What do they do there? What do you do there?
You yelled at my people that miss fines.
Well, I get yelled at people that don't show up for court. All right, December 17th, we're going to give you, ma'am, I don't think I can appoint you a lawyer if you make $41 an hour. That's $1,640 a week, right? I mean, you're making good money. You're making over 80,000. So I'll give you the adjournment. You're going to have to hire a lawyer if you want one. Unless you got a really good reason why you can't, but $80,000 doesn't qualify you as being indigent, okay? You're going to go over and get your court date down the hall. We're doing December 17th at
9 o'clock.
At 9 a.m. And remember, ma'am, you have to go over and you have to get your prints taken by 1 o'clock today, okay?
Judge, please inform me that she's filed for bankruptcy. She's currently in proceedings.
I'm in chapter 13 bankruptcy right now.
All right. Well, we're still going to proceed with the case. Do not let me forget to hear that do not forget to tell me that because I'll stay in the imposition of fines on you, okay? But we're going to proceed with the criminal aspect of this.
I think she mentioned it, Judge, so that as far as whether or not she qualifies for court.
Oh, yeah, I get it. Well, I mean, if you're in bankruptcy, You're not doing a very good job of saving your money, are you?
Not very not at all.
Fill out a petition then. Assuming that to be the case, I'll be glad to appoint you a lawyer, okay? Good luck. John Gregory Smallwood, 25B 149428. All right, your name?
John Gregory Smallwood.
You don't have a lawyer, right?
No.
Well, how you coming? I mean, I can't keep adjourning this. I mean, I understand you filed a FOIA request and you want an adjournment, but this is going to be pretty much the last one, okay?
That's all I need.
All right, we're going to adjourn this to December 17th, Lisa, at
9:30.
9:30, okay?
Thank you.
And if it isn't resolved at the next one, I'm going to have to set a final pretrial on the jury trial date, okay?
Understood.
All right, best of luck. Go down the hall, get your notice. You're all set. Thank you. People against Height. Joseph Raymond Height, 25B 149430, A and B and C. Good morning, sir.
Sir, how are you?
Oh, we need Mr. Baldwin in here.
Okay.
Can you just have a seat a second?
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Baldwin, can you come in and we'll get, take care of Mr. Height's case?
I'm 2 steps behind you.
Thank you.
I'm on my way.
Thank you. Recalling Joseph Raymond Height, 25B 149430, A, B, and C.
Good morning. For the record, House Counsel Lieutenant Michael, P6517 on behalf of Mr. Hunt. Sir, can you please state your full name to the record?
Joe,
Yes, today's a day and time set for an adjourned pre-trial. We have had an opportunity to speak with prosecution. At this time, there'll be an additional count of operating while visibly impaired. The underlying account of operating while intoxicated would be dismissed. Open intoxicated would be dismissed, and failure to display a license would be dismissed.
Is that what you want to do, sir?
yes, sir.
If you plead guilty to operating while impaired, it looks like all other charges will be dismissed. The operating while intoxicated, open intox, and failure to display a valid license, but he's also going to plead to distracted driving, which we'll put down as on file C, if that's okay, counsel.
Thank you for bringing that up.
Do you agree to those terms, sir?
Yes, sir.
If you plead to distracted driving, that's 0 points. That's a civil infraction. If you plead on the operating while impaired, the cost for penalties are up to 300 fines, 93 days jail, 360 hours community service. Court costs are all 4 points. License suspension or revocation in accordance with your record in your vehicle could be, or might have to be immobilized depending upon your record. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights form here today?
Yes, sir.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights, and we're not going to have a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
The charge operating while impaired, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Were you operating a motor vehicle on Valley near Oak Road Drive in Brownstown, September 29 to 25 at 9:12 p.m.?
Yes, sir.
Did you drink alcohol prior to that? And if so, what did you drink and how much?
Some beers and some wine.
How much beer? How many beers? And how many wines?
Two glasses, 2 beers.
2 beers?
Yeah, and then 2 glasses of wine.
How big were the beers?
Cans, 16-ounce cans.
How big were the wines?
We're medium-sized glass.
All right. And then you operated the vehicle, true?
Yes, sir.
And was your ability to operate that motor vehicle impaired due to the consumption of the alcohol? And if so, in what way?
Yes, it was.
Why were you pulled over by the police?
They said I was swerving.
Do you think you were swerving?
Yes.
Do you think you did that at least in part because of your alcohol consumption?
Yeah.
Were you administered a breathalyzer or intoxilizer at the Brownstown Police Department?
Yes.
And were the results of that, Mr. Baldwin, 0.149? And do you so stipulate that was an accurate plea for purposes, accurate reading for purposes of the plea?
Yes,
Are you-
I do.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, sir.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
Please accepted operating while impaired to the charge distracted driving. How do you plead?
Responsible.
All right, I'm going to accept that plea. I'm going to accept the plea to operating while impaired. I'm going to dismiss the operating while intoxicated pursuant to stipulation, the open intox, and the no ops on person pursuant to stipulation. I'm going to refer you for a screening and assessment. You're going to go down the hall and get your sentence date that I'm going to give you momentarily. Then you're going back over to probation where you will fill out a questionnaire and be interviewed. Do you understand all that?
Yes, sir.
What are we doing December 17th at?
8:30.
We're going to give you an AA form. I want you to go in AA at least one time a week. What were those controlled substances for back in 16 and 18?
It was just some marijuana.
All right, I want you to go to AA any person one time a week going forward, okay? And pardon?
From this date onward.
From this day on. And then I'll read the report and I'll sentence you accordingly and we'll go from there. You go down the hall, get your notice. Every time you go to AA, you have to have that form signed verifying your attendance. And we'll see you back here after you go through your screening process today for your sentencing on the 3rd, okay?
Sounds good.
Good luck.
Thank you, sir.